interesting to see how loud this is. We should be stable. We should be good. Everything should be okay. I feel like I start too many of my streams that way. I'm nothing if not consistent. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Fizzle Streams. Today, we're going to be playing Deathmark. This game I've already beaten. I've already gotten the good ending. So this run through, because it's spooky Halloween times once again, we are going to get the bad endings. And eventually, if there's enough demand for it, I can probably just record myself getting the good endings and upload that as like an after video. But that all depends on what people want. If they want to see the good endings as well, I'm sure you could probably find them elsewhere. But all that being said, we're just gonna jump right into it. Hey, wanna hit up the karaoke place? The new Love and Hero song is out. I'm not feeling up to it today. This story creeped me out earlier. Try not to choke on my own spit. Sorry. Do you want to hear it? Oh, sure. You remember Miss Yamaguchi? She wears those big glasses. I heard she's gone missing. What? No one knows where she is? A deathmark is not an easy thing to live with. No, it is not. Nope, she just disappeared. Just up and poofed from the library. I hate when people poof from the library. One of the student librarians said she was researching something there. But then she vanished. But she's super diligent, right? One of the students thought it was weird that she'd up and leave like that. How's it going, Opossum? How you doing today? Got my cup of coffee. Doing some ghost stories for Octoberween. It's a pretty decent day so far. Did some Doom Eternal earlier. So, check the other. Anyways, let's not get distracted by that, but hi. But when he did... It's only her severed arm with a death mark attached. The only thing left was her arm. That really weird scar on it. So it was definitely her arm. A scar? How are the audio levels, by the way? Are they a little too loud on the audio game side? I bumped it back up to 0 because the PS4 always seems to be a little quieter than the Xbox for some reason. But, anyways. The scar? Yeah, look at dog bite. She showed it to me once. She had no idea where it came from. For real? There's a scar like that on Miki's leg, too. Huh? Miki? Well, that's... the girl who went missing, yeah. That's crazy. Maybe that rumor is true. The one about the cursed scar. Cut it out. You're scaring me. Louder than me? Bump that down a little bit. I hear snatches of an idiotic ghost story. Let's try about there for now. They're speaking seriously, but it's obvious that they don't believe a word. Because I want at least like the ambient noises to get caught up, and those tend to be quieter than the music in this game, especially. So it's hard to get that balance where you can still hear those and have like that spookiness. You don't trust these translations? I mean, the company that did it, Aksys, actually has done a lot of other games, and they're pretty good at their job. Like, they translated and localized the Zero games for the DS and 3DS that I really enjoyed. 999. 9 something. 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors. Which has a pretty interesting And a bunch of like other RPGs and shit. Oh shit, they did Deadly Premonition Origins too? Huh. That's a newer one for the Switch. Anyways. One about the Snatchers telling ghost stories. Oh. No, he, like, snatches of, like, sounds and stuff. Anyways, they're only killing time. Rumors are the best way to do that. The sun's about to set. I get it, haha. It's gotten later than I planned. I shouldn't have stuck around to hear that story. I better hurry. Oof, that still seems pretty loud. Haw, haw, haw. Yuck, yuck, yuck. I'll try there. Thunder rumbles in the distance, as punctuated by a truck. Multiple cars, actually. A huge mansion is in front of me. Strange. I'm sure I was just... My vision blurs. My ears are buzzing. My head's swimming. It's almost like I'm drunk. What time is it? I glance at my wrist, but my watch is gone. Luckily, there's a clock up on top of the tower there. Did I put it in my coat pocket? But all I find is a business card. In elegant printed letters is a name. Sayakujo, spirit healer. On the back is a photo of the mansion. I guess this must be Kujo Mansion, then. Kujo Mansion. Sayakujo. Those names sound familiar somehow. One way to find out. Taking a deep breath, I reach out to knock. I stop when I see something on my wrist. Yeah, the ambient noises can be kind of weird in this game at times, especially since there's no animation really. It's all like, it's a visual novel, so it's kind of to be expected with the territory. It's a strange scar. What did that? I could just be imagining this, but I feel an icy chill when I look at it. My fist pounds on the door. No reply. A light appears in a second-floor window. It's probably too far from the door for them to hear me knocking. I grasp the doorknob and find it unlocked. No point in staying outside. I'll just go in. I'll apologize to the owner later. The inside is shrouded in darkness. A small beam of light from the window is the only way I can see anything in here. It's dead silent except for the constant ticking of a clock's second hand. I must be in the entrance hall. The atrium extends to the second floor. Anyone home? There's no reply to my shout. Maybe they've soundproofed this place so they can't hear me down here. I guess I need to go upstairs then. The staircase is just visible up ahead. I walk towards it, cutting across the hall. My ears catch a strange noise. I turn to look where it's coming from. Someone's there, enveloped by the dark. I think they're staring at me. Hello? I call out, but the person remains silent. Gulping, I hesitantly make my way over, trepidation slowing my steps. It's a young girl. She doesn't move an inch as I approach. At least, it seems that way to me. It doesn't look like she's even breathing. A corpse. Great. I creep myself out. I start to sweat. What should I do? Check for a pulse. With a shaky hand, I slowly reach out and touch her skin. I'm not sure what I expected, but it feels unnatural somehow. Stiff and cold. I press down on her arm and she makes the strange sound I heard earlier. Ah, now it makes sense. She's a doll. Squeak. A doll's joints creak when they're moved. That's what made the noise. What a relief. If disappointing. What? How? You would rather have found a corpse? Weirdo. I carefully begin climbing the stairs, making sure not to trip. As I reach the landing, the sharp sound of a bell breaks the silence. It seems to be coming from above me. Yeah, it's kind of like a anime manga almost, since it's kind of the visual novel thing. And yes, I do like horror movies. Horror in general is like one of my favorite genres. I just feel like, unfortunately, a lot of times it can be done very disappointingly. So I just kind of try to find the enjoyment where I can in things, even if they don't really live up to all the expectations. Looking up, I can spy the outline of a clock. I feel like it's one of those genres that's really hard to do right because it's finding that balance. I bet that's what's making the sound. Yeah. Okay. The noise guides me over. It's an antique grandfather clock. The noise is definitely coming from here. I reach towards the glass to check inside. All of a sudden, it stops chiming. Finally. What do I think about Scream? I liked the first one. I don't remember enough about the other ones. I feel like it did a decent job at being kind of like a parody of the genre, while still being a decent movie. Like, a decent, like, slasher movie in of itself. Silence descends, broken only by ticking. I guess it's fixed now, but that timing was a little too spot on. Was it really a coincidence? Ice Nine kills Scream. Songs about the movie. Wes Craven's retirement fund. Matthew Lillard definitely saved the first one. He did such a good job in that movie. All these strange occurrences make me uneasy, but I continue on to the room with the light. Stopping in front of the door, I knock. But again, there's no reply. I try again several times, even calling out, but there's still no answer. I push on the door. It's dark inside. Strange. I definitely saw lights on here when I was outside. Wafting through the room is an odd smell. It's sugary, like ripe fruit. The whole room is permeated with it. Some kind of aromatherapy, maybe? It's not a particularly pleasant smell, though. The aroma draws me further into the room. The floor under my feet feels off. It's wet. It dawns on me that I'm smelling something else mixed in with the sweet smell. I know this scent. This metallic tang. Lightning flashes and I catch a glimpse of something. The startlingly grotesque object stretches out across the floor beneath my feet. Something strange is there. Stare deep into the horror. It's so bizarre that I can't stop staring. Blooming flowers are everywhere. They're bursting out of the woman's stomach, her blood-soaked body overwhelmed with them. I wrench my gaze away, horrified, but the hellish image is burned into my mind. I can feel my entire body shaking. Bile rises. I'm gonna throw up. The story of this, so far, we just started, so, not much that you've missed, I don't think, honestly. In the next instant, the lights are on. Wait, that's not all. The body's gone, leaving only a stain. This doesn't make sense. It's a bad dream. At least, I'd really much prefer it if it was. But the faint smell that remains and the bloodstain crush any hope I had of that. I beat a retreat from the room in an effort to escape this whole bizarre situation. When I stumble back into the hall, the lights are on in here as well. I decide to have another look around. All the furnishings in here are old enough to be antiques. They match this old-fashioned mansion. Blah, blah, blah. Tripping over my own tongue. A large doll sits on a couch. This must be the figure I saw in the dark. One would easily mistake this for a human if they couldn't see the ball joints. Probably belongs to the owner of the mansion. The now dead owner of the mansion. So what do I do now? Contact the police? Her stomach was full of flowers, sir, and the corpse up and vanished like fog. Like anyone would believe that. Welcome to Cujo Mansion. Scariest horror song ever? Like, huh? I don't know too many horror songs, honestly. Like Monster Mash, and that was like from a whole album. Your money's on Rockabye Baby. Oh, okay, I get you. Like the whole, like, 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you, 3, 4, the doll moved and it spoke. A different kind of shudder runs through me than the one when I found the corpse. Up until this point, I was nothing more than an observer to all these freaky events. I could distance myself from it, but now, a doll is talking to me. Have I startled you? If so, I sincerely apologize. My master ordered me to behave as a normal doll until told otherwise. The words are elegant and refined, but her face never moves an inch. She may look human, but she clearly isn't. She slowly folds her hands together, so she can move too. She can move too. I'm sorry for not introducing myself. I'm called Mary. You have likely seen a number of oddities here already. I see. My master, Sayakujo, was unable to escape from the mark then. Sayakujo? Does she mean that corpse? But wait, what's this about a mark? Lady Saya was searching for a way to escape the mark. Were you not also called here by her because of the mark on your arm? She must be talking about this weird scar. Did Sayakujo invite me to this mansion? When I try to remember, my head hurts. And yeah, Rockabye Baby is actually a really fucked up song if you get into the lyrics. Yeah, I mean, I'm going with coffee because it's like 10 in the morning. I have a limit to my debauchery. Kid falls out of the tree in the end, no one's catching him, and the true horror is how sweetly this anthem of bad parenting is sung to unsuspecting children. Yeah, you're not wrong. A lot. Here's the thing, though. That seems to be a trend with a lot of, like, nursery rhymes and children's songs and things like that. Ring Around the Rosie, being about the plague and shit like that. It's throughout all of them. All the old fairy tales, too, before Disney, like, cleaned them up and, like, made them, like, with this veneer of polish on the outside, they were all super fucked up. Kids getting eaten by witches out in the forest, and Hansel and Gretel, all sorts of really weird shit going down. So I'm not really surprised that, like, nursery rhyme, like, lullabies also kind of had some of that rub off into them. Could have chose that phrasing better. Besides the point. I have something to tell you in place of my late master. But I would like to ask one thing first. Do you know your own name? Well, that was a much simpler question than I had been expecting. It's... I break out into a sweat. My throat is drying up. Why? Why can't I answer? I'm shocked to find I'm coming up blank. I see. Then it is as I thought. Somehow Mary knows what's going on with me. Before I offer an explanation, please decide on a temporary name. Things will go much easier if I have a name by which to call you. It is also likely that you will find it hard to remain calm if you are nameless. She's probably right. A message of hope to those who listen, a warning to those who do not. I like that. It's a very good point. I mean, aren't that most of our stories, though? Like, really? Like, especially horror movies and, like, the whole horror genre is the same way, too. Like, it's supposed to be somewhat about, like, warning against certain things, and they may not always be, I don't know, as accurate and shit. But anyways, let's not get sidetracked by that. Better to have some placeholder name than being continue life as a hollow, nameless being. Yashiki, fuck, what should I name myself? Put more emotions in the reading text. Let's see. Could just name myself Fizz. I don't know why I'm overthinking this now. It's just a name. Oh, no. There we go. Sure, why not? Oh. That's right, it's a last name and a first name. Ooh, is his name, apparently. So fucking dumb. Oh, I forgot you have to, like... Really? There's no point to this. Whatever, I'll go with the beard. It's fine. Bushy. Fizzlexmutt, Big Jim, Doomslayer. Damn it! All so much better than ooh, ah! Shaggy. Oh, that would have been great too. You have to know golden rules in horror movie. Yeah, you have to know the golden rules if you want to stay alive. Exactly. And, like, it's always the people that are doing what is, like, societally taboo that end up being the ones killed first in a lot of that stuff. Like, that's one of the big tropes. So, Yeah, it definitely all kind of plays back into that whole thing. Understood, Lord. Now I shall explain to you about the mark. This is what happens when you're slightly sleep deprived and you've already done like a 5.5 hour stream. Coffee, help me make better decisions. It's the seal of death. Those who have it will soon die. You do not believe me? I am certain this sounds absurd to one who has led an uneventful life. However, my master's death proves it to be irrefutably true. I'm sure I will giggle about it like a dumbass every time it comes up. The corpse's sweet stench comes back to me. That didn't seem like the work of humans. Some very pissed off florists, maybe. I'm afraid that the horror of the mark does not stop there. Victims slowly lose their memories until the day they die. They face death all the while, suffering from the terror of losing oneself. Memory loss? That can't be. That'd mean I'm... Yes. The fact that you have forgotten your name proves that death is coming. Lord you... Yeah. Don't promise to be back. And yeah, usually you only survive if you're like the virgin. It's been a while since I watched any like actual like slasher movies. I usually go for other types of horror nowadays, but every once in a while they're kind of a guilty pleasure. I should have chosen Doomslayer. Yeah, unfortunately, that ship has sailed. Damn it. My memory skipped forward a bit after that. I just remember being completely stunned at what Mary revealed to me. I can probably attribute it to memory loss caused by the mark. The next thing I know, I'm lying in a guest room in the mansion. Looks awfully like the other room, just without the bloodstain. I vaguely recall dragging myself up the stairs and coming here. I must have fallen asleep at some point, and thanks to that I feel a lot better. Basil Rathbone. Yes. I could have been Sherlock Holmes, the paranormal detective. I'll die at dawn, huh? I try saying it out loud. It's definitely shocking, but I can't say it feels real yet. It doesn't make sense. Way out of the blue. But if it's true, is waiting for my untimely death the only thing I can do? That's like 3 rhymes in a row. God damn. Might be a good idea to ask Mary more about it. Best Holmes ever. Suck it, Iron Man. Yeah. Downey Jr. did a decent job with it, but yeah. I did like those movies, though. Actually, a lot. I find Mary sitting in the exact same spot as before. She hasn't moved an inch. I doubt a doll gets bored waiting like humans do. Good morning, Lord. Are you feeling better now? I feel terrible. That is only natural, of course. Since it appears that you have calmed down, I would like to ask a question. What will you do now? I can guide you down only 2 paths. The first is to wait for death. The second is to fight the mark. Can you help me? If that is what you wish, yes. My master was researching the mark. A few days prior to her death, she found a way to escape it. Regretfully, she passed away before she was able to inform me. So she doesn't know anything after all. There's some time yet before dawn. You have a slim chance. Salvation is a thin thread dangling from heaven. Would that you would grab hold of it, and I shall do my utmost to help. What will you do? Forgot my memories of being a rapper. Exactly. Got that flow, spitting them bars. Yeah, you're not wrong, Clip. That is very... Oh, God, it's such a bad decision. I guess it boils down to whether I trust her. I don't know why I find it so funny. It's not that funny. It's dumb. If she's right about all this, my time on Earth is up at dawn. If I don't want to die, there's no other choice but to resist the mark until then. If she's lying, I'll be fine when morning comes. But am I really alright with that? People are being killed in nonsensical, grotesque ways. Technically one person. Oh, no, okay. If you take into account the librarian story earlier and the other girl that went missing, that's at least 3. Am I going to turn a blind eye to it? Stark movies are better than anything TV has turned out, yeah, for sure. Except for the Matthew Frewer Holmes movies. I don't think I've seen those. Second one, he's chasing a vampire and it gets killed by Jesus? That can't be real. I mean, it can be real, and it probably is very real, and I kind of want to watch it now. But, wow, I was not expecting that spoiler. This is a life or death decision. How loud is the music now? Do I still need to bump it down a little bit? I need to think about it carefully. Live or die. Deadly choice. You will be faced with choices that can result in death. There is limited time, and your soul power will continue to drain. Time's up or wrong answers will result in game over. So be quick, but also careful in finding the right answer. Restoring soul power. Completing a deadly choice will restore some soul power. Accelerated dialogue. Dialogue will be sped up while pressing the left 1 button, but certain dialogue cannot be sped up. Backlog. The options button will display previous dialogue. Auto mode. R1 button will activate auto mode. Woo! Hiding the dialogue window. Why? Oh, there's so much of this. No, go away. Castlevania vibes? Yeah, actually. Wow. I mean, yeah, now that you say it, I can definitely see that. I was wondering what it reminded me of. I couldn't place it, though. What I've told you is the truth, from a certain point of view. Then I shall ask you, will you quietly wait for death, or struggle against the mark? I mean, this seems like an obvious question, with an obvious answer. I'm gonna fight it. Safe. Survived. Like, the Castlevania music, I think, in general, even, like, the newer games, like the N64, I do have that. I should play that this month, actually. Because I have Castlevania, I have the first one. I think I might have picked up the Legends of, or the something, the one with the werewolf on it as well. Nothing says premeditated murder like harpsichords and glockenspiels. Except maybe a slide whistle. I've decided to trust you. Choking on my spit. As you say, Lord, then I shall carry out the dying wish of my master and aid you. I cannot do much, but feel free to request anything you wish of me. Yeah, I've never actually played through the first Castlevania game for the N64, like the 3D one. I played through the other one, the second one, Legacy of the Moon or I forget what it's called. And it's annoying me that I forget what it's called, because I grew up with that, and that's like a part of my childhood, and my memory sucks. I made up my mind, but that doesn't mean I know what I should do. I know squat about the supernatural, and losing my memory makes research impossible unless you write everything down as you learn it. Memento style. Better than trying to tattoo it all on yourself. Just write it down. But then you might lose it. So I guess tattooing it on yourself would be the safest way to go about it. But only if it's essential information. But I don't have a moment to lose, so I'm going to start rambling. The name Ah and Ooh, I will survive for sure. Hell yeah. I appreciate your confidence, Clip. A knock comes from the front door. Who would come here this late at night, aside from me? Oh my, what a sign of fate. It seems that the other mark bearers have arrived. Is it instinct that she knows these things? Maybe she has some kind of mysterious power, being a talking doll and all. I'd say that's a pretty mysterious power, yeah. I beg your pardon, Lord Ah. The hardest part is going to be trying to find different ways of saying that name every single time it comes up. Like, trying to put the emphasis on a different syllable every time, just for the hell of it. I'm sure there's going to be repeats, but I'm going to do my damnedest. I do apologize, but could you go greet our guests in my stead? They may experience a shock if a doll, such as myself, welcomes them. Moreover, while I'm able to move my arms, I am unable to walk. I move to the front door to greet our guests. People fated to die like me. I wonder what they're like. Squeak. Who I find at the door are not who I'd expect to see out this late at night. A high schooler. And a small boy. These kids have the mark? No way. You came to see Professor Cujo? Who are you? I can't say I'm a total stranger since I'm here in the mansion. I'm training under her. Huh, okay. She's got so much spiritual power, it's no surprise she'd have disciples. She seems to know Saya Cujo. Now that I think about it, that business card did say spirit healer. Going off this girl's accessories, I get the feeling she's a huge occult fan. I'm Moe Watanabe. I'm here to talk to her about this article she wrote in Oop Arts Monthly. Oop? She pulls an occult magazine out of her bag. Inside is a picture of the mark. The accompanying article says the scar is a soul-inhibiting disease that erases memories. Inquire at Cujo Mansion. This is the same scar, right? Moe lifts her skirt up a bit to show me her leg. Right there in her right thigh is the mark. I think I know what the article means by erasing memories. I've been super forgetful lately, even blanking on my friends' names. That's never happened to me before. Do you think this scar's doing it? Yeah, disciple is closest to the honest answer that I can give. That article is obviously bogus. The young boy scoffs. Even kids know better than to believe in ghosts or curses these days. And a high schooler fell for it. You must feel embarrassed about that. But Tsukasa, weren't you hanging around out in front of the mansion's gate? Fess up, your scar scares you. Tsukasa seems to have no retort to that. He silently sulks. Looks like a bullseye. It's clear they're both mark bearers. I better bring them over to meet Mary. Oop! Art. Out of place artifacts. A lot of them out there. Huh. I like that headcanon. You can hear the doll talking because it's the one who bit me. Moe shrieks excitedly when she gets close. Oh my god, it's so cute. It's a doll, yeah? I've never seen one this big before. The craftsmanship is so detailed. It's almost like it's alive. Well, if that's the case, then anybody with the mark would be able to hear it, right? They're both admiring her when... What? It spoke? With that, the two new visitors join our number. They enter this monstrous world that hovers on the precipice of death. Mary tells Moe and Tsukasa about the mark once they regain their composure. All about the steady memory loss and their imminent death. It sounds like a ridiculous story, but it gains validity coming from someone like her. Both of their faces pale. Now, if you came specifically here because you believed Lady Saya's article, you must have already experienced the pain of losing your memories. Moe admitted as much earlier, but I can see Tsukasa's face darken. So it must be happening to him too. Hey, Moe, I'd like to confirm something. Where were you when you got the mark? My amnesia seems to be worse than theirs, so they might remember. I'm not positive, but I think my mark might be a curse from Hanahiko. Hanahiko? This name is familiar to me. He is the ghost that the resident children of this town whisper about, correct? My master was interested in him. So Saya Kujo is curious too. Could be connected to the mark somehow. I'd like to hear more about this ghost. As you wish, Lord. Ah! Am I into anime, that kind of stuff? I am, to a certain extent. It's not my, favorite. It's not my favorite, and it depends on the anime, obviously, because there are so many different genres within that itself. But yeah, I do enjoy it from time to time, for sure. I haven't watched it as much recently as, other types of animation and, live action stuff. But, I loved Cowboy Bebop. Furikuri was... I still haven't caught up on the newer seasons, but I loved the original first season. That's my opinion about Dracula movies. I feel like there are quite a lot of different ones out there, and there are many that I have enjoyed, and others that have been kind of meh. And I could see what they were going for, but I didn't really dig it. But in general, I think I like the idea of the whole Dracula story. Oh, did you hear about that ghost boy all the schools in H-City are talking about? Sounds like Hanahiko is back. I heard that he can appear if you peek in a school mirror at night. He'll ask you something. Am I pretty? If you tell him no, you'll be fine, but if you say yes, give me that red stuff then. And then he just disappears. But that's not all. Hanahiko hates adults, you know. I heard that if the person he asks is an adult, they'll die. And not just drop dead. Their blood is drained from them. Best Dracula actor? A rose dripping with blood. I feel like there's been at least one or two of those things that I've missed because I keep checking chat. My bad. That's a good question. I'll have to think on that. Rumors can be easily manipulated, passing from one person to another, assumptions and errors mixing, but they also hold a hint of truth. Miss Moe, do you know anything else? Bela Lugosi was one of the original ones, right? I know he was, I don't know if he was the first, but he was one of the classic biggest names to play it, right? Miss Moe, do you know... yeah, that one. I think I probably got my mark when I was investigating Hanahiko at H Elementary School. This has got to be some sort of clue. I should ask her more about it. Why were you there? My big dream is to write about the occult, so I'd love to see a ghost. I found this article in a magazine mentioning Hanahiko was seen there. I figured that place would be easier to sneak in than a regular school. Since it's been closed down, what should I ask next? Did you find the ghost? I don't think so, but I can't really say for sure. I went to the mirror, but a shiver suddenly ran down my spine. I got spooked and left. What should I ask next? When did you notice the mark? I noticed it later in the bath. A strange scar was suddenly on my thigh. It really surprised me. I realized immediately that it had to be what Professor Cujo wrote about. I think I have a handle on what happened. Her bracelet reminds me of the Ace Attorney games. Phoenix Wright and all that. The assistants have those same kind of spirit beads. Count Ducula. When that priest locks his ass out of his mansion so the count chases him down in Germany, gets your vote. Yeah. Yeah, Lugosi had that dedication to it, for sure. No way to know for sure about the ghost. But there's no denying she had the mark after returning home from H Elementary. Then maybe... Tsukasa glances down at his left hand. Mine might be from Hanahiko too? I noticed it after I got home from T Elementary. That ghost was seen at a lot of schools in H City, right? Maybe he's remembered something. I better ask him some questions too. What was the... who was Dracula in that other fucking movie? I'm trying to remember what that one remake was. That was kind of more recent and like super over the top in terms of like visual design and everything. And very odd movie. Kengan or Street Fighter with good metal music. Interesting. We'll have to look into that, yeah. Where's T Elementary? I go to school there. You've probably heard of it since it's the top-ranked elementary in H City. What should I ask next? When was that? Maybe around sunset? I was heading home until I realized I forgot something and turned back. No, and I didn't get chills or anything either. Oh, but I think I passed a mirror. I went to the bathroom before going home. I don't think he knows anymore. Their stories are pretty similar to the Hanahiko rumors. Can't just be a coincidence. You must investigate the places where Hanahiko appeared, for their sake as well as yours. It's all well and good, but what exactly am I investigating? Death and life coexisting. If the mark originated there, then a way to erase it will also be there. You must find it. Find the key you need to break the mark's curse. That is the only way to escape. And all of a sudden, a huge burden was dropped on my shoulders. It seems that Hanahiko appeared at 2 schools. Where will you investigate? Let's go to the abandoned one, I guess. Yeah, it's probably wise. They'd arrest you on spot if you tried to sneak into a regular school. A middle-aged man who can't recall his name, let alone address or job title. I'd have no excuses if I got caught either. Wanna get going then? Let's do this. Wait, you're coming too? Of course. I haven't given up on seeing Hanahiko yet. She grins at me. Is she really strong, or is this blind optimism? I'm going too. Hey, not you too. Seriously? My life's on the line here. I don't want the reason I die to be because you messed something up. That's pretty bold. Good thing you're cute. But to bring kids along with me is... I understand your hesitation, but the mark does not discriminate, stealing lives of children and adults. If they wish to fight their fate, you should honor that. I suppose human logic doesn't fly when dealing with the supernatural. We'll need to prepare ourselves for the worst if we're going to survive. Please take only one mark bearer with you, however. A large group will increase the odds of you being detected by spirits. I also ask that you not waste time dawdling with others on the way. It is possible unnecessary contact may hasten the effects of the mark. Only engage when absolutely necessary. Keep contact with others to a minimum. Have a safe trip. Yeah, Attack on Titan's definitely good. Yeah. Akira's fucking awesome. Never watched that other one. Darwin's game. Battle Royale with special abilities. Interesting, I'll have to look into that too. Oh yeah, hey mister. Don't you think it'd be a good idea to take notes on what Mary's told us? Your memory's getting worse all the time. We don't want to forget anything. Hey, that's exactly what I said earlier. I don't know when I'll lose my memory again. I write down all the information I get and keep it in my file. Trigun is another anime I watched a lot of as a kid and remember fondly. Dragon Ball Z I watched a lot as a kid and then I kind of grew out of. I don't know. It just didn't capture my imagination the same way once I got older. I do remember enjoying the original Dragon Ball as well. It was definitely different than Dragon Ball Z. It was more humor based with some fighting as opposed to more action oriented and grand save the world schemes. Trigun's one of your faves? Nice. It's a really good one. I like Vash. He's a good character. I'll write down the information. Yeah, keep it in the file. Something in it might just save our lives at some point. What was the other one? Dry Leaves, I think, was another, it was just a single, short anime movie, if I remember correctly, that I thought was well done. Samurai Champloo, I remember watching all the time on Toonami and shit like that, too. Spirit file, yeah, okay. Check it from your bag, consult if you need help, blah, 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 save and stuff, and blah, and bag, and continue, and buttons. Yeah, this is all fine. Okay. Can I just save and not exit? I guess not. Okay. Okay, yeah. That's all stuff I already know. I don't have anything in my bag. I'm just gonna close my eyes and see who I end up with. I don't think it matters too much because I'm not going for any the specific extra items. Sometimes you need specific partners with you to actually be able to get the right items to get the good ending. But since I'm not going for the good ending, it doesn't really matter. They're both from 2019 and 2 seasons. Okay, cool. That'll give me something to look into later. I've been catching up on Better Call Saul a lot lately, and Raised by Wolves, Lovecraft Country, another great one. A lot of live action stuff, but it's been a while since I binge watched anime, so I should give some of those a try. Mary says we're free to use the car in the garage. 3rd season's canceled because of the virus. Is it canceled or is it just pushed back? Check her notes if she gets offed. I think I'm technically the one taking the notes, but even though she's the one that has the notepad, it does seem like she would be the one taking the notes for sure. She's taking her own notes for an occultic news story. The garage is detached from the mansion. The vintage model van and bicycles only accent the elegant interior. Thank God for careless people. The car key was left on the table. Time to go. Hey. According to Mary, you lost a bunch of your memories, right? Is it really okay for you to drive? She looks at me suspiciously. Don't worry. We'll be fine. I think. It'll all come back when I take the wheel. Part of that's to convince myself. But aren't you missing your license? If the cop finds us, we'll have more to worry about than Hanahiko. She's right about that. But our lives are on the line, so we don't have much of a choice. Once the mark's gone, I'll remember. Then I'll just have them reissue it. Assuming I ever got one. Now I'm even more worried. Just drive safe, okay? Like how they conveniently left my, my chin is conveniently cropped out of there, so you can't tell if I actually have my, my little goatee or not. Her notes are unrelated to the mystery, like a fashionista, and just writes comments on how poorly I dress in my trench coat. Nah, she's more interested in the ghostly stuff. She's taking notes on all that kind of stuff because she wants to be a newspaper writer, a journalist, a paranormal journalist, like the people from The Grudge, where it's like doing all the ghost stories and shit. Human bodies are remarkable. Back in the garage, I wasn't sure if I'd be able to drive or not. But the second my hands touched the wheel, I wasn't worried anymore. My muscles reacted quicker than I expected, and it's now easy to guide this monster down the road. But now, thoughts of what I can no longer do start to filter into my head. Hey, mister. Molly pipes up hesitantly. I probably let the silence go on for too long. She doesn't seem as cheerful as she was a little while ago. What's it like to lose your memories? It's a hard question to answer. What do you mean? Like, do they all go at once, or a few pieces at a time? What if you're only left with sad memories? I'd hate that. I don't think it works like that, but I have no idea if it's getting worse or better. I don't know what it's like to begin with, so there's nothing to compare to. In that sense, rather than the memories vanishing, it's like everything's been painted white. That's what it feels like. Oh. You sure are mature, mister. You take everything so calmly. The conversation dwindles, leaving only the sound of the tires on the road. Then thoughts start popping into my head again, one after another. I know we have to check out that mirror. But what else should we investigate? What do you think? Molly glances over at me. No idea. I can't even remember my own name. How the hell am I supposed to know what we're doing? Aw, please? I'm really counting on you. Think whatever you want. I'm talking to a child. I need to show restraint and be a good example. But that's definitely how I really feel. I stared down at the steering wheel. The doll in the mansion. Mark bearers. The mark. Spirits. And the mysterious deaths. I feel like I'm going to be buried under all the crushing thoughts that keep popping into my head. Oh, there's tons of like horror anime and all sorts of like really super serious, super gory anime. It's basically like any other medium. Like just how live action movies can have all sorts of genres. Anime and other animation is the same exact way. I feel like I'm going to be buried under... yeah, I read that. What awaits me down this dark road? I feel a flutter from the mark on my wrist. Like it's trying to warn me. My brain might not be able to understand, but my body can sense it. The death is closing in. If that's happening, isn't the problem anymore. It's more, how long do I have left? How much longer is it? Huh? I almost yell, but I managed to swallow it down with effort. I think we're almost there. Really? It's closer than I thought. Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly right. At any time, it could. It's a lot closer than you'd think. Another great one is Ghost in the Shell, especially if you like sci-fi type stuff where like people are basically like more than their body, like not cyber, yeah, I guess kind of cyberpunk. Ghost in the Shell is definitely good, and they just released a new one. Looming ominously in the moonlight, the school definitely looks abandoned. There was one about a vampire too that I vaguely remember now watching way back. Not Van Helsing. That was another one about vampires in general and like them at war with the church. It's not Gungrave either. That wasn't vampire, that was just like assassin and shit like that. That was another good one though. I remember enjoying that one. God damn it, I can't remember it. But it was like a little girl who's a vampire, and it was like it was another like one of those anime movies as opposed to like a series, I think. But I just remember it having a lot of gore and like bloodshed and stuff in it too. Decent like horror movie. Original flick and original standalone complex are sweet. Yeah, they are. I love Ghost in the Shell so much. Looking ominously in the moonlight, the school definitely looks abandoned. For quite a number of years, in fact. The walls are starting to crack. All the windows are broken as well. A thick chain is in front of the main gate to keep people from going in. Hey, you there! Not another step. The enthusiastic voice comes from a man in a guard uniform. He must be patrolling the area. Looks like we got caught. This property belongs to the city. No one's allowed inside, didn't you know? Or are you up to something? A bunch of people have been coming here on dares since it's haunted. You aren't one of them, are you? It's haunted? Well, that's what the rumors are saying anyway. It's a giant pain. Moe nods in agreement. It is pretty famous after all. The guard sighs. Anyway, the school's off limits, so you can't go inside. I don't want any trouble on my first shift here. Please leave. Okay? Ninja Scroll is awesome, but went downhill quick. I don't think I ever watched that one. Muttering to himself, the guard makes his way into the school. As we watch him leave, Moe leans over and whispers. Damn, there wasn't a guard when I snuck in here before. Better not get caught. Moving around a haunt, use the directional buttons to move. The map shows which way you're facing and where you can go. Yeet. So I can save. Which one do I overwrite? This one. This one. Probably. Yeah, might as well. Okay, Memo, Hanahiko, Rumors of the Mark. Strange rumors in H City say those who bear the mark will die. A strange scar appears on your body suddenly. It's caused by curses or unexpected contact with ghosts, and it's said that it heralds your upcoming death. Soon I find that I have the same scar on my arm. That's not all. I blanked out for some reason after I noticed the scar. Next thing I know, I'm in front of... Yeah, I'll read that later. I already know all that. Pushing open the doors, I head inside. Whoa, it's so dark. You can't see anything like this. The moonlight doesn't reach inside. We'll just have to use the flashlight. But if we use the flashlight, that guard will find us. Can't do anything about it, I guess. Anyway, that mirror is... I'm pretty sure it's to the right on the staircase. Move the left stick to search the current area. Shine the flashlight on areas of interest and press the X button. Pressing the O button ends the search. The directional buttons will end the search and move you. Gotta go. Alright, clip. Thanks for chopping in again. It's been good like always. Change that and ooh, it sounds like an adult movie. I think it's too late to change it, unfortunately. I don't think I get another chance. That's gonna be for the rest of the game. Alright. Let's see what we got here. But yeah, have a good day. Thanks for stopping in. I'll catch you next time. A flyer containing warnings and a list of contacts. So look at it. Do not leave handprints on the mirror on the eastern staircase. Thank you. Independent research presentation, first floor, multi-purpose classroom. Come check it out. Wow, that presentation takes me back. Anyway, the mirror on the eastern staircase is the one I saw. Guess we'll go there first. Yeah, it's to the right. Turn over the torn flyer. But I don't find anything in particular. Nothing's there, huh? Looks like it. A half-torn poster. It says lost and found in large letters at the top. Lost items are kept in storage in the staff room. Please check there if you're missing some. I touch the paper. It disintegrates the second my fingers reach it and scatters through the air. Nothing else looks interesting. The ceiling is filthy and the fluorescent lights are broken. There are platforms of broken wooden slats in front of the shoe rack. They creak when we step on them. The battered shoe rack is covered in dirt. Alright, so that's everything. Huh? As we enter the hallway, a small shadow flits across our feet. I turn on the flashlight to find... Aw, bunny! So cute! Was it the school pet? The black rabbit squeaks and runs away. It rushes towards the eastern end of the school. Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, bing, bing, walla, walla, bing, bing. Ting, tang, ting, tang, bing, bing. That was my mom's name. I mean, it would make sense why my name was Ooh Ah. Ooh Ah. Oh, it ran away. Is it telling us to follow? Haha, you're right. Okay. The spirit file. So yeah, so different characters have like different like points in like spirit power and shit like that. So certain things that like ghostly, the more spirit power they have, they would need above a certain amount to actually be able to like deal with it and shit like that. Or like same for intelligence and all that kind of shit. Letter opener. A pure silver letter opener taken from the mansion's hall. A beautiful woman's face is engraved on the handle. The blade isn't sharp, but it can handle soft items. Okay, I guess I will read these real quick. Front of strange building, blah blah, while I was talking to boop, 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 boop. To do that, we'll investigate a ghost story. Yep. Never answered yes to Hanahiko's question, and for some reason he hates adults. To find out if the rumors are true, we head to the abandoned school where Moe received her mark. Okay. Mysterious black rabbit appeared in front of us out of nowhere. It's funny, but we've encountered so many strange things already, an odd bunny doesn't faze me at all. Though this paralyzing dread might be a bit concerning. Anyway, first we have to find that mirror. Cool. The dust is so thick on the ceiling that just walking around causes a shower of particles. Killer's Banicula. God damn. I remember reading that book when I was younger. It's been so long. Wow, that's a memory I haven't thought about in a long time. It's an abandoned desk. The falling desk is slightly rusty. I turn the desk around and stick my hand inside. Got a holy hard hat. Holy hard hat. I doubt that's very useful. Yellow hard hat for a child. It's got holes and is missing its padding, so it's likely not very effective. Can be forced on an adult head with effort. This seems to be everything here. Seems to be locked. The broken window is letting in a piercingly cold wind. The floor tiles have peeled off, leaving bare concrete. The original animated story is awesome. It's on that show with OG Read More. Huh. Ooh, ah. See, now it's even scarier, because anytime that happens, it's like they're calling my first name. Strategic genius. See, I got big brain syndrome. This sounds so wrong. Yeah, I don't think I ever actually watched the original animated Bunnicula. I think I only ever read the book. I remember enjoying it a lot as a kid. I'll have to track that down and see if I can watch that, actually, because I'm curious now. I'm not above enjoying childish animations as an adult. The fire door is rusted shut and won't move. Where would the fun in life be if you couldn't watch childhood cartoons anymore when you grew up? Fuck that shit. Climbed the stairs. It's definitely a face in that mirror. Like, I can't point it out, but to the right part of it, it looks like a nose and a mouth and some eyes, and then the rest of the face is kind of missing. This is it. It's the mirror I saw last time. I'm sure of it. Huh. Just then, a dull pain runs down my wrist. Through my wrist. Like something's biting into my skin. To distract myself from the pain, I keep talking with Moe. Certainly looks normal. Yeah, what should we do? It's a dirty mirror. All the stains make it hard to see your reflection. I silently face the mirror, bringing my face up to it to peer into its cloudy surface. As I expected, I can't make anything out. All I see is my own shadow reflected as a vague, shadowy lump. My shadow sways in the mirror. How many times are you gonna say shadow? Say shadow again, motherfucker! There it is again. At least that's what I thought at first. I figured the shadow moved because I had. But the next time the shadow moves, a cold shiver runs down my spine. That's not my shadow. Something's in the mirror! Moe yelps and steps back. That confirms I'm not hallucinating. There really is something in there. Every muscle in my body locks. I try to look away, but I can't even close my eyes. The figure's mouth twists. I don't want to look, but I can't even close my eyes. It opens its mouth. An odd voice pierces my ears. Live or die. Hey, am I pretty? Fuck. Oh. Safe. It was yes. That was the wrong answer, I believe. I don't know if the other one would have worked, but I only had that red stuff. I can't see well. Are you a grown-up? No, I am not a grown-up because you hate adults. I'm the tallest in my class. Because he would still assume a 20-year-old would be an adult, technically, I think. Big people aren't allowed in school. Wait. Was that sound from a text? And that just happened to... Hold on. I gotta know, because either that or that sound came from the game, and that... No, that... Wow. Yeah, that was definitely a text. Panicula. Oh, sweet. I will definitely check that out after this. I'm going to quiet that for now, though. I can't believe that that text went off exactly as the exclamation mark question mark popped up. That was some timing. Suddenly the mirror cracks. It cracked. Now I can't see. No more big people here. The figure disappears. A scream echoes from the other side of the school. Moe sinks to the floor. They gasp in panicked disbelief for a while. I feel much the same. Well, what was that? That was probably Hanahiko. I couldn't say it. The word sticks in my throat. My mouth is completely dry. I can't believe this. I thought I wanted to see a ghost. But to see one that clearly? Moe seems to shake the encounter off and return to normal. Hanahiko's words swirl around in my head. Our situation has done a complete reverse from where we were just a few moments ago. I can't believe I was complaining about not knowing what to investigate. Oh, anyway, that scream, was that the guard we met outside? I doubt there's anyone else here. He might have seen something wherever he is, too. Sounded like it came from far away, ways down the hallway. That would be the other side of the school. Yeah, let's go look for him. But if he screamed like that, something might have happened to him. Right as I respond, I hear someone whisper in my ear. Purify with red. I look in the direction of the voice, but all I see is darkness. Mister? No, it's nothing. Let's go. New info is added to the spirit file. Hanahiko, the boy in the mirror. Yeah, fuck that newer Panicula cartoon. Something... Usually remakes are never as fucking good, yeah. So, I'm not surprised. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Climb up the stairs to the second floor. Huh? I feel something soft squish under my heel. I quickly pick up my foot and shine my light down. The hallway's covered with poisonous snakes. Moe lets out something close to a shriek upon seeing them. Eek! Snakes! We decide to go back to the landing. Yeah, screw those poisonous snakes. Alright. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Why does it seem to be paused? There we go. Okay, never mind. We're good. It's a cracked mirror. Hard to see your reflection. Cracks in the mirror. Nothing else particularly odd about it. I run my finger down the cracks while he watches me worriedly, but nothing happens. Anything else? No. Okay. Downstairs we go. Let's go find that guard. Dooba-dooba-doo-boo-boo. Rain coming in from the broken windows, making the floor cold and damp. Broken window is letting in a piercingly cold wind. A bird cry breaks the silence. I guess there's a crow or something outside. Whoa, spooky. I mean, if I saw that in real life, I'd probably shit myself. Fucking giant ass deformed eye looking in through a broken window like that. Yeah, pretty actually spooky. But okay, warnings and notices are written on the poster. Which should I read? Warnings and contacts. Do not leave. Oh yeah, okay, I already read this. Something about it takes me back. Alright. Yeah, yep. Still cold and damp. Door is locked. Need to find a key. Read the Lost and Found. Lost and Found. I already read that one. That was the one that supposedly disintegrated after I touched it. And somehow it came back into existence. Because it's haunted. It's an abandoned desk. A desk like you find at any school. What's surprising is it doesn't look very weathered. Guess that goes to show how durable school desks are. I stick my hand inside and feel around. Got the plastic bottle. There's nothing in the bottle. Well, it might come in handy. There are nonsensical scribbles on the blackboard. Dust is so thick on the ceiling. Yeah, okay. This is the locked one. Okay, I was actually going the right way. I thought for some reason I had gotten turned around, but I didn't. I hear a noise like something slamming against the door. Is someone inside? I shine the flashlight at the door. I don't even need to read that one. Out of nowhere, the door bursts open and something comes flying out. Eek! Moe shrieks and falls down. I recognize those clothes. Some kind of plant covers half of his face. The part of his face we can see is twisted in anguish as he screams. No doubt about it, it's that guard. What the hell happened? Thorns are eating my face. It hurts. What's going on? Moe sits on the floor, stunned into just syllables. I forgot how pitiful his scream was. Ooh. That's... Oh my god. I wish I had a soundboard so every time I had to say my last name of I could just play that instead. Hi, Austin. Welcome back to the land of the living. Good morning. The guard suddenly rushes towards the entrance. And then silence falls once more. Pant, pant. The only sound left is that of our shaky breathing. Once we catch our breaths, I take Moe's hand and help him up. Our nerves have calmed some, but that definitely left an unsettling impression. Something terrible lurks here. You can't just sit around. I felt like I was paralyzed. I'm okay now. But mister, that guy... Moe stares at the door. I wonder if Hanahiko did that. And I don't know if you noticed, but I got the feeling someone was standing behind him. There's really no good way to respond to that. I let silence serve as my answer. What else could I do? No point in coming here if we're just gonna stand here shaking. If we don't uncover the secret before it comes for us, why don't we check out the staff room? I tactfully avoid answering Moe's question. The guard had run out of here. Something might be inside. Some secret about Hanahiko. Yeah, you're right. Let's just be careful, okay? I covered my wrist with my palm, making sure Moe doesn't notice. The moment I put my hand on the knob, the mark burned my skin, pulsing along with my beating heart. Plantified guard. Memo. Yeah. Hanahiko, the boy in the mirror. Like the rumor said, a ghostly boy appeared. We answered some of his questions, and the mirror broke and he vanished. No more big people, he said. Like he was chasing something, and then we heard a horrible scream. It came from the opposite end of the school. It sounded familiar. Mysteries didn't end there. Heard a whisper in my ear that said, "Purify with red." What was that eerie voice? Maybe everything that's going on is making me go crazy. Regardless, first we need to find the cause of that scream, which we did. Plantified guard. The guard we met at the school gate was the one who screamed. He burst out of the staff room covered in growing plants of all things, and the pain was driving him mad. Did a spirit do this? Must have been Hanahiko, which means inside the staff room is... But we have to keep going. Check out here real quick first. Spoopy. There's a fire door. The paint is peeling from the fire door, revealing rust underneath. When I open the side door, all I find is a wall. About to give up and close the door when I notice something stuck to the back of it. Found a worn-out talisman. When I pick out the worn-out talisman, I feel warmth flow through me. Got soul power. The worn-out talisman crumbles silently in my hand. Cool. The more soul power you have, the easier it will be to survive a deadly choice, except for the times when it automatically kills you if you get the wrong answer, which it does that sometimes. Which is kind of annoying. Climbed the stairs, which reminds me I should probably save again relatively soon. Pieces of concrete litter the floor. I think they came from the walls. If I go upstairs, it's just snakes again, I'm pretty sure. So, to be safe, let's do this. Yeah, we'll overwrite this one. Staff room is chaos. The furniture's upended and the walls are... Is there a fire here or something? There are black scorch marks everywhere. Whew. Moe looks relieved as they come out from behind me. Whoa, it's totally empty. Anyway, let's look around. Huh? There's a door over there, too. Looks like it goes to another room. There's a lot of holes in the wall, too. The wall near the window is burnt. Must have been a fire here a long time ago. As I search the burnt post, something falls from the top of it. Worn out talisman. Cool. Got some more soul power. Opened the door and left the staff room. It's kind of cramped in here. Is this a storage room? Seems to be. Hopefully there's something useful in here. Creepy. It's a massive wooden cabinet. Looks really old. The corners of the doors are rounded off. pull on the door, but it just rattles in place. Looks like it won't open. Something's stopping it. Something or someone that used to be alive and is now no longer. So I guess technically something, because it's a ghost at that point. It's a spirit. It's still kind of a person. I mean, technically, is it more person than person? Because it's like the essence of person? I don't know. Let's not get philosophical this early in the morning. I think it's a school journal. Wait, actually, too late for that. I think I've already done that shit. Paper's deteriorated from age and bugs, so I can't read it. No. Did not mean to do that. Okay, so that... I already searched that. Box. Cardboard box on top of the cabinet. I think I can reach it. Something's written in marker on the side of the box. Lost and is legible, but the rest of the letters are smudged. Reaching up, I grab the box and look inside. Got lipstick, red pen, and girls' slippers. Good job, mister. I knew there was a reason you were tall. Thanks. Thanks, kid. Appreciate. I open the glass door and check inside, but there isn't anything that catches my eye. Well, puke. Okay, so plastic bottle is dirty, empty. Pretty decent shape, so if the cap is firmly closed, should be able to hold liquid. Old lipstick found in the lost and found box. Red color really pops. Been used enough that there's not much left. Kid had like red blood around his mouth area, so I wonder if it's supposed to be the red that we're supposed to use to purify, maybe? Forget. A red pen with a cute character on the side. Cap is missing, but the ink isn't dry yet, so it can still be used. And children's slippers made of red rubber. There are traces of the owner's name on it, but it's stained and illegible. There's a door cut into the floor. Is it some kind of storage area? It's a well-built door, big enough to fit an adult through. Metal handle is retracted into the door. I'm trying to get a grasp on it and pull it out, but I am unsuccessful. Well, poop. If I use the letter opener, I might be able to pop the handle out. Squat down by the door. My mark bites into my wrist again. It's almost like it's trying to stop me from searching under the floor. I stand up, pretending to be calm. Okay, that's worrying. Something dangerous must be here. What's wrong? Are you gonna see what that is? I'll check it out later. I keep my reply vague as I dust off my knees. Let's look around the room first. There's a bunch of interesting stuff in here. There's definitely something beneath our feet, but we better make sure we're prepared if we're going down there. Okay, I don't know. No. Fuck. I think I've gotten everything I can get from in here, so do I... Oh man, I forget what I'm supposed to do now. Let's go, like, investigate other areas, I guess. Is there like a ghost holding it shut? I guess I could try all the different items. I'm trying to remember. I don't have any keys to unlock any of those other doors that I found, so there shouldn't be anything anywhere else, I don't think. Alright, before I move elsewhere, let me just double check all these things. Hard hat's not gonna do shit. Plastic bottle's not gonna do shit. Lipstick, maybe? Nope. Can't think of what to do with it. Pen? Nope. Slippers wouldn't work either. That's the only other thing in here, right? None of that. Because this is just the dusty grossness. Yeah. Alright, let's investigate other areas. Oh, hey. A hole. How did I miss that? I can see something stuck deep inside. Stick my arm in, but the hole gets narrower the further I go, and I can't reach what's inside. Stick the letter opener in the hole and scrape out the item that was stuck inside. Hell yeah. Worn out talisman. I mean, I guess it's good to have, yeah, sure. But I was hoping it would be an actual, like, helpful item as opposed to more soul power. Okay, nothing. Nothing. Okay. Oh, maybe I have to find the guard. This is locked. He's probably got some of the keys. That's probably got to be what it is. Because he did run off somewhere. What is this? I haven't investigated this because I haven't come from this area. Oh, an emergency alarm. Light on the alarm is very faint. Something might be wrong with it. I open it up and shine the flashlight to see if there's anything inside. I got another talisman. Neither. Okay, I found everything in here. Locked. Guard, where are you? I need your key. Sir. I'm not supposed to use any of this shit, am I? On this? I don't see what would work there. So that's like everything, right? Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let's turn back to this one. This was the one. Door's locked. Keyhole isn't rusted over. If I had a key, I could open it. Yeah. I can't just open it. I wonder if I could wrench it open by sticking the letter opener into the hole. Give it a try, but it won't even fit inside. Damn. So uncool. I didn't mean the lipstick. No, I meant the pen. That should be a little bit smaller than the letter opener, right? I think? Possibly? Nope. Okay. And nothing else. Alright, so so I need a key for that one for sure. I'm assuming I probably need a key for the other one too, huh? I can't just pick the lock. I could return to the mansion. Can you give me any hints? Boy who appeared in the mirror. He may possibly be Hanahiko. There may be other traces of Hanahiko within the school. Please continue your investigation. Damn it. Well, fuck it. Since we're here, let's bring Tsukasa for a little while, I guess. Sure. Okay, locked. I'm assuming this one also doesn't. Keyhole isn't rusted over, okay. Wait, this is the way I had already gone, right? Because the right was the first way I had gone. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, let's go back this way then. Yeah, okay. I definitely botched that. Door's locked. Locked door. And I can't pick you, right? I'm a little stumped. I feel like I'm missing something. I guess I'll check upstairs because I think that's the only area I haven't gone to, right? I'm pretty sure it's just more snakes. Climb the stairs. Poison snakes cover the hallway. It'd be foolish to try to keep going, you know. So I have to go back to the landing. Well, poop. I do. Glass door and check inside, and still nothing in there. Looks really old. The corner of the door they rounded off. What? Oh, there we go. Yeah, so it's none of this shit. The letter opener is what I need to open that, but it won't let me do that until I have what I need to progress. And I can't get that. Been long enough since I played this that I don't remember what I'm missing at this point. Hold on. Let's see. I think even the walkthrough is kind of confused because right after that it says to examine the cupboard and there's nothing. I can't do anything with the cupboard. What the hell? What the hell am I missing? What? Hold on. Let me double check. Unless there's something I missed earlier that's supposed to help trigger something else in this room to maybe open that. I swear I've been everywhere in this school, though. So what in the actual hell? Yeah, it's got to be something weird going on because, according to the walkthrough, unless something changed in the PS4 version compared to the Vita, maybe that might be it. What does this say? Nonsensical scribbles. Huh. That's annoying. PS4 walkthrough. Let's try that. Is there really none specifically for the PlayStation 4? Maybe I did miss something on this one. I hate when games do this though, man. Like, sense of progression just grinds to a halt. off. There's that. Disintegrates. What even is this game anyway? It's like Japanese horror story visual novel type thing, where you have a death mark along with these other two characters right now, and it causes you to lose your memories, and you have to try to figure out why you have it and how to get rid of it before it kills you. I don't see what else I'd be able to get from the mansion. High school girl who loves the occult, got the mark at H Elementary, came to Koju Mansion seeking help from Saya Koju, a medium. She's quirky but always energetic and cheerful, marches to the beat of her own drum. Young boy from a prestigious private school, wealthy upbringing makes him polite and courteous, but he can be unsufferable at times. When he's in danger, his true egotistical, self-centered nature peeks through. Whoa! His face got weird there. Does her do that too? I have a lot of soul power. Whatever. Here anyway. Yeah, there's nothing I can get there. Well, because I can't even search outside, so it's not like there's anything I could be missing there. Can't pry up that. I don't see anything else I can investigate here. Yeah, let's go to the right one last time. We're gonna go all the way down, go back up to the mirror, make sure there's nothing over there that I can get. And this is just nothing, right? It's just rusted shut forever. I'm pretty sure. This is just snakes. Snakes. Just gonna have to search every fucking corner, I guess. Okay. Wait, what? Oh shit. Hanahiko mentioned red stuff. An idea hits me and I try holding the lipstick up to the mirror, but nothing happens. Alright, what about girl slippers? Nothing happens. That's the only red stuff I have, so I guess that's not. That was the only new dialogue I had gotten in a while. can't use any of that to unlock you. Like I thought. Use my blood. Yeah, there's no way to do that, unfortunately. It'd probably work. Probably summon the ghost right to me and make it kill me. Alright, this room. There's nothing left in here to get, right? No, that's just the thing that says something about dust on the ceiling. And I can't talk to my assistant. Infuriating. Those I've already read a million times. Take out the lipstick to write something. They look concerned. Come on, mister. That's not right. Stop it. Take out the red pen to write something. But Moe stops me. Thought I might have been onto something there. I don't think any of this other stuff. So it's something about killing something. Okay, in that case, maybe it's the lost and found one, then. No, it's only the other one I can interact with those two things, but... Huh. That is one thing that... An issue I always have with like a lot of these games, and like same thing with like the other point and click adventures and like the text-based ones. So a lot of times it has a very specific solution it wants you to find that can... The logic can kind of not really make a whole lot of sense. Or it could be like something minute that you just keep overlooking. Was on the ceiling in the lost and found room. I don't think anything. I'll make my way back there shortly, but because that's gonna be the next stop, basically. In any of these classrooms, it's always just the dust's so thick that it blur blur. Nothing in there. Had a sparkle. We shall see. Be back in lost and found room in a sec. Because I was in here. The staff room, because that's where we found this lost and found box. Unless you mean the lost and found room, the one that had the note about the lost and found, in which case I'd investigated that ceiling thing, that ceiling sparkle, and it was nothing, I think, earlier. Okay, bugs and whatnot. Can't put any of these on or do anything with them while I'm here. Are you fucking kidding me? I found out. See, this is exactly what I was saying, where it's a small, minute detail. The reason I couldn't is because you have to not look at it to begin with. You have to feel it and then look at it without leaving, like backing out of it, in order for you to actually see the lock that you then have. Oh my god, that's... The key itself seems to have gone missing. I don't see it anywhere. What's this? Oh, whoa, what's this? Something stuck in the hole for the screw. It seems that wooden thing works as a lock. I'll have to do something about that to open the door. Wow! Use the pen. I might be able to pop out whatever's stuck in the hole. Wow, you've got skills. Is that surprising? Anyway, I need to focus. Huh? Suddenly the resistance vanishes and the pen pokes all the way through. That took way longer than it should have. Rah. I put my hand on the door and slide it open without any issues. There's a red tube inside. Got flare. A flare? What's that for? It's a signal light for emergencies. It's a good idea to always have one in your car. Huh, okay then. But Moe picks something up off the floor. It's a thorn about as long as my pinky finger. And that's what was in the hole. This is so not a coincidence. I bet he didn't want anyone to have that, so he put a thorn in the hole. Is he scared of this? We both look at the flare again. Huh? What? Why'd you turn off the light? It wasn't me. I didn't turn it off. It just went off. What was that noise? Hey, mister, what was that noise? Shh, be quiet. Struggle to not yell with my nerves on edge. I hit the flashlight again and again. Come on, please. The batteries were just working. I feel like I'm performing CPR on this thing. But finally... Got it! Huh? The door behind me warps threateningly. My mark burns in pain. Death is already in the room next door. There's no time and nowhere to run. Calm down. I need to find a way out of this quickly. We're running out of time. Way to survive. We've got to hurry. Is this a letter opener? But I can't think of what to do with it. What? Well-built door, big enough to fit an adult through. Metal handle is retracted into the door. Try to get a grasp on it and pull it out, but okay. Hurry up! The door behind me bursts open as if propelled by some unseen force. At the same time, something soft wraps around me. The last thing I hear is Moe's voice. It almost sounds like resignation. And everything goes black. No! Fuck! So I think it's the same thing as with the keyhole. Wait, what? I mean, at least now I know exactly what I have to do, but... I hit decide again. You'd think it would fucking start me from, you know, the decision? Alright, anyways. So yeah, this sparkle is what you were talking about. It just says that the ceiling is filthy and the fluorescent lights are broken. That's what I had read. I think one of the first things I read when I first got into here. That's why I didn't bother checking it earlier. I had a feeling it was something similar to, like, these ones where it was just like, oh, it's all dusty and gross and blah, 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 blue, blue, blah, blah, blue. Alright. Let's try. try this again. Alright. So yeah, because if you examine it, it just and look at it, it looks really old. The corners of the doors are rounded off. And then if you try to use the red pen, it doesn't work. That's what was throwing me off. You have to feel it. Try to open it. Then look at it again. Okay, I'm starting to remember the very particular type of logic this game has with its puzzles. So, hopefully from here on I'll be able to actually like keep that kind of shit in mind and not be stuck for as long as I was. But, we shall see. Alright. Yeah. Got the flare, do this, go through, come on, blah. So that's the door that's... Okay, feel that. Good. And now letter opener. I have to do this. Yes, I got it. I grab the handle and lift up the trapdoor. As I thought, a dark hole leads down under the floor. Get in! I shove Moe into the hole, and I slide down into the darkness after them. Oh. Ugh. I fall unexpectedly far, hitting my back against something. I grip my teeth to stop myself from yelling. Something's shuffling around above my head. If we had stayed there for just a few more seconds. I grip my burning wrists with all my might. I must endure the pain for now. I can hear anxious panting. Moe must be right next to me. They're shaking so hard I can see it from the corner of my eye. What? I brace myself, expecting the trap door to break open any second. But the shuffling noise finally grows distant. Is it okay now? Yeah, I think it's gone. Suddenly, my wrist isn't hurting anymore. Thank God. I thought we were done for this time. Anyway, where are we? What in the world is this room? I'm surprised this place exists beneath the school. Can you turn on the light? Yeah. I cautiously press the switch, being careful not to make any noise. What? The scene captured in the light of the flashlight sends shivers down my spine. What? Moe slaps a hand over their mouth. For a few moments, all we can do is stare in silence. A disturbing scene, more horrible than anything I've ever seen before, spreads out before us. Anyone would be shocked by it, especially a kid. I take a deep breath and look closer. There's something twisting around the corpses. It looks like some kind of plant vine. Are those roses? The strangely sharp thorns and the thin red petals. There appears to be real live roses covering the corpses and carpeting the floor. My vision suddenly grows dim. What the fuck? I see a woman's body trapped by roses. What is this? The one rose, censoring the nip. The tragedy that happened in this room. It's as if it's all playing out in my head. I can see it. Roses? What are they doing here? Did someone plant them? Moe's voice brings me back to reality. Yeah. I can't tell them that I saw some waking dream. I scramble to remember the conversation. That's right. I saw the rose vines, then... Yeah, it's gotta be it. It's not like they just spring up on their own. But why would anyone do that? Did someone decorate the corpses for some kind of reason? Or did they die captured like the roses like I saw in that vision? Eek? Moe screams. What's wrong? Something moved. See? Over there. Back in there. No, is something hiding in here? Dun, dun. What the fuck? Dried up corpse. Body's twisted in an odd position, if it's still in pain even now. I hesitantly search the corpse. Something flashes within the vines by its feet. Round hand mirror. Looks like a gift for a young woman. A mirror. Guess someone was here after all. Dried up corpse. Body's twisted. Yeah, okay, still in pain. Hesitantly search the corpse, but nothing there. Bed with a metal pipe frame. Mattress is completely discolored, stained with something that looks like sweat. Someone must have been living here and for a long time, too. Mattress is oozing dark, dirty water. Gross. It smells like sewage. Slide the mattress over and find a plastic sheet underneath it. A vinyl sheet. Pretty thick. Was put there to protect from water damage. Top of the sheet is pitch black. First glance, it looks like it's covered in mold. When I spread it open, it crunches as dark red flakes fall from it. This is blood. I can't do anything but whisper, dumbfounded, as I stare into the blood-stained sheet. Something murmurs in my ear as if in reply. Their blood denies him. Part of me takes the voice seriously. I'm clearly hallucinating, but for some reason it calms me down. Still in a daze, I shine the flashlight under the bed. There it is again. Something's there! Moe's voice has gone very shrill. Then... Hey now. Give me a break. I'm no monster, you know. I'm just a regular human being. Something slowly climbs out from under the bed. It's a man in a trench coat. Another man in another trench coat. A person? What were you doing under there? The man looks bored. He scoffs. Same as you. Ran into that monster and escaped down here. Then you guys came. The man turns his back to us and jerks his chin. Anyway, I was hiding over there. His answer is believable enough. Why is he at this school to begin with? His presence raises a lot of questions. The man tilts his head a bit and peers at me. Then he snorts. Seems like he's seen through me. You don't look like you believe me. Guess that's only natural. I haven't told you everything either. I could, but... The man looks around at his feet. You better get out of here first. We shouldn't chat at the crime scene. I think you're right. Moe seems to feel the same way. Let's head back for now. You have somewhere to go back to? Good. Let's get going. Man puts his hand on the ladder, pauses and turns to us. The name's Satoru Mashita. I'm an ex-detective. Forgot to mention that. Man named Mashita disappears up the ladder. We follow him back up to the first floor. But when we emerge, he's not there. Hey, take a look at this. Mashita's calling to us from down the hallway. Was it like this when you guys came through? Moe pipes up, voice slightly wobbly. No, it wasn't. It wasn't like this at all. Something's creeping along the hallway. They're rose vines. Thought so. I didn't see them before either. The mark's color grows more vivid. Early dawn. A few hours left until death closes in. Some people naturally put others on guard, even if there's no particular ill will between them. That's exactly the type of person Mashita is. Oh, you've got some nice stuff here. The moment he climbs in the car, he makes a grab for my bag. Then he starts inspecting all my stuff. I wasn't planning on keeping a constant eye on him, but he's making it very hard not to. Moe seems like the type to stick her nose in everything, but she's suspiciously silent, as if exhausted. Well, no fucking duh. She's been through a lot tonight, man. Are you okay, Moe? Huh? Oh, yeah. Just zoning out. You know, I'm fine. She doesn't look fine, but my other passenger is more of a concern right now. So, were you at the school because you were investigating something? I'm not on the force anymore, just poking around for my own reasons. Something I wanted to check. I don't doubt what he says, but that would mean he entered the school illegally. Like us. What were you... Let me ask one thing first. Mashita interrupts my question and points to my arm. Does that hurt? It didn't take him long to spot the mark on my wrist. Sometimes, it hurts the most whenever I'm in danger. Huh, is that so? Mashita leans back in his seat, satisfied. I was investigating some missing people. Guess he's responding to my question now. That school came up in a number of missing persons cases. Each one had some affiliation with H Elementary before they disappeared. Teachers, workers, peoples in their PTA, students and their family members. I was looking for him. Then, Moe speaks up from the back seat. Were those people the corpses down there? She doesn't sound as energetic as she usually does. Did something happen after all? Is her mark... Mashita doesn't reply. Maybe he thinks the answer's obvious. Or maybe replying to a kid isn't worth his time. But something bugs me about what he just said. If the school was clearly suspicious, then... Of course I brought it up to my superiors. All I got for it was... He continues before I can ask, making a slashing motion across his neck. You got fired, huh? Disciplinary discharge. Something about sexually harassing a subordinate. That principal's gotta have some kind of political pull. I probably dug up something he didn't want getting out. That wasn't my plan. I never meant to uncover anything dirty. True, the school did have that suspicious room. It's not that strange to think it would come up in some missing persons cases. That would be common sense at least. But common sense is for the world of the living. The spirit might have something to do with those cases. There's an awkward silence. In that sense, this isn't even a case anymore, is it? Mashita dies? Sighs deeply. Freudian slip. Who would believe it? Who would believe that there's a monster in that school killing people? It's personal now. Our problem. And we're on our own. He turns his wrist over and shows it to me. On his skin is the familiar mark. You too? Yeah, I sensed it as soon as I saw yours. I had a feeling this would be a problem. We're in the same boat, you and I. He has good instincts. And we should talk more when we get back. At Cujo Mansion, there's some... I stopped myself from finishing my sentence. I shouldn't mention that for now. In any case, once we get back, we'll give you more details. Yeah, I'm sure that'll help him a bunch. Oh, that's that, not him. That's her. Moe. But Mashita scoffs. Help, huh? You're underestimating me. You underestimating me. Oh, man. I think after I finish this first chapter, because each chapter is like a separate ghost story. I think once I finish this one, I will probably call it there, because my voice is starting to get kind of shot after all this streaming in a row. But okay, we still got a ways to go on this chapter, I think, too. Anyway, when I get out of the car, someone's there to greet me. Welcome back, Mister. You too, Mr. Moe. I'm glad you're unharmed. Did you find any clues about the spirit? What, so there are others? This is everyone. What a reliable group you've got. The sarcasm is practically dripping off his words. So, you all planning on continuing to search for that key or whatever it is? We don't have anything else to go on. There's no other choice. I don't understand you. The source of the mark is the spirit. It would be best to destroy the source, don't you think? What do you mean? The spirit exists, so all you have to do is kill it. Are you serious? Of course he's serious. He doesn't exactly seem like the joking type. Even if we manage to kill it, will that really make the mark disappear? When I consider everything Mary's told me, it doesn't seem like it'd work that way. Even assuming it did, we have a more fundamental problem. And how do you plan to kill it? Well, I'll figure something out. If something exists, there's logically a way to destroy it as well. He claims he can kill the spirit, yet he doesn't even know how he'll do it. Where does all that confidence come from? Don't forget, I've faced him once already. If we're seriously thinking of killing him... Mashita grabs his wrist. The little shit shot some kind of thorns at me from a distance. They hit hard enough to stick in concrete. There's no way to get close to him. You have to make that a priority. Mashita pulls something out of the heel of his shoe and tosses it at me. It's a thorn, curved like a fang. The only reason I'm still breathing is because I was lucky. It won't happen next time. We need a plan. As we head to the entrance, I tell Mashita about Kujo Mansion. He takes it all in silently. Even bringing up the talking doll or Saya Kujo's death doesn't trigger a reaction. Is he so unnervingly calm because he's already dealt with the supernatural? We've reached the main hall, which is warmly lit. This is a strange mansion, but for some reason I feel like I've come home. Acclimatization is kind of terrifying. Welcome back, Lord. Ah! That man is a mark bearer, too, I see. Would you make the introductions? I update Mary on our investigation and the strange way we met Mashita. The mirror and underground room full of corpses, the sudden appearance of roses. I really hate to admit it, but it's clear something supernatural is at work here. And the spirit that caused all of it, Hanahiko. There's no doubt that Hanahiko is the one who put the mark on Mashita's arm, too. But... what kind of chance do we have against a monster that can do that? Mashita says we should kill him. But is that even possible? Hey, Oh, it was him, not her. Fuck. I wish they had the different colors so I could fucking tell who was supposed to be saying shit. My train of thought is interrupted. Mashita's holding a leather-bound notebook out towards me. Read this. I picked it up in that underground room. It was caught up in a bunch of those rose vines when I found it. It's pretty hard to get loose. Did you read it? I skimmed through a bit. It's got some interesting stuff. That's what he says, but he's not smiling at all. His eyes simmer with a quiet anger. Dark red marks stain the cover. I have a bad feeling, but I flip through it. Rose petals fall as they become unstuck from the pages. The notes within are very detailed. The author was intelligent and well-written. Reading through, it dawns on me that this was written by H Elementary's principal. The austere, meticulous letters on each page tell a ghastly story. Records of a young adopted boy's tutoring sessions. The first note is from 5 years ago. It seems the boy adopted by the principal was small and exceedingly cute. He enjoyed wearing skirts and makeup too. There's no denying that they truly suited a dainty red-cheeked boy like him, but the principal had a hard time accepting such fancies. Bad habits must be corrected young to promote sound mental health, he thought. So he called it tutoring as a cover for his warped desires. They took place in the underground room. Too many prying eyes anywhere else. There was no safer place than the school at night, once all the teachers had left. The principal stayed behind under the pretense of keeping watch, then tutored. He was a highly respected teacher. He'd even made appearances on TV. There was no reason to be suspicious. The only one who noticed anything strange was the boy's homeroom teacher. But she feared the principal's power and firmly kept her mouth shut. As the notes continue, they're more and more deranged. They paint a horrible picture. It's of a totally distorted parent and child. My child gets weaker after every session. His delicate frame has grown thinner and his red cheeks are now darkened. His appearance is described in detail, but there's no malice or hatred. It's just fanatical sincerity, his pride as an educator, and a terrifying, smothering love. Gross. Really fucking gross. Continues like that to the very last page. There's no mention of what became of the principal and the boy, but going by the current state of H Elementary, I can hazard a guess. Got his revenge, at least, I guess. Don't look so well, mister. What was in that notebook? Tsukasa peers up at me. He and the boy in the notebook are about the same age. This isn't stuff you share with a kid. I better just sum up the main points for him. That's terrible. We children are always the victims of the ego of adults. Stupid grown-ups are irredeemable. Creepy fucking face. Why he'd say that makes sense. The revolting evil of the adults and the poor boy who became the victim. Is that really the end? If Hanahiko and the boy in the notebook are connected, and the boy turned into a monster, is that even possible? Untimely deaths produce hatred. Death does not bring it to an end. Such festering sentiments can give birth to the supernatural. Monsters, ghosts, vengeful spirits, they have many names. I believe that you have all heard one or two such stories. Hanahiko is similar. Neri's words are hard to swallow, but after all those weird events, it only makes sense to accept them. If I turn my back to the truth, all that will await me is death. And Hanahiko really is a monster. We must form a plan based on that hypothesis. Mary is silent a moment, then her jade glass eyes shift to Mashita. Incidentally, according to Lord Ah's report, there are those among you who are considering killing the spirit. I shall warn you just in case, but that will be very difficult to do. Why's that? I could see Mashita narrow his eyes, but I made sure to speak up first. They're from the world of the dead. Just the living cannot become more alive, the dead cannot be killed. The only thing you could possibly destroy is the cursed sentiment. So, what does that mean? It is as I told you before, death and life existing together. That is the origin of the mark, and a way to erase it will be there. By driving away the spirit, the curse will also be eliminated. So defeating Hanahiko is how we'll be able to destroy the mark? Setting aside how he can't be killed, what exactly is the key then? It is nothing more than a concept, so I am unsure, but I am certain of one thing. Fate ties the spirit to its place of birth. An object there may be able to fulfill the role of the key. It is a difficult concept to grasp, but that is just how spirits are. Determining the nature of the key. That will decide your fate. I had a feeling. I just have to keep digging around at H Elementary. We don't know what the cursed sentiments of the key to destroying the garage are. Gaining the key and lifting the grudge is the only way to survive. We'll be required to be callous to make use of the spirit's fear. The way to repel the spirit lies within its grudge. Remember this, and be careful. New info was added. Secret of the underground room. Thick plastic sheet found in the underground room, so stained with dried blood it's impossible to tell what its original color was. Metal hand mirror with flower and bird designs in the back. The mirror surface is cloudy but still usable. Okay, flare. I've got one of... what was the... there it is. Chased by Hanahiko, fled into the underground room. Yeah, spirit. Disgusting image of a woman dying entangled in roses. Likely one of Hanahiko's victims, just like that guard. Even more surprising, a guy named Mashido was hiding in there. An ex-detective explained all the victims were staff at the school or their family. Why did they have to die such a cursed death? What's concerning is a notebook Mashido found in the room. Claimed that some kind of tutoring was going on in there. Tutor was the principal and pupil his adopted son. Under the pretense of correcting bad habits, numerous twisted actions were performed on the boy in that room. Grew weaker and weaker. His teachers should have noticed, or were they just pretending ignorance? Yeah. Okay. Their blood denies him. I guess we'll take Mashido with us. Fuck it, why not? Hey, wait! Mashido appears as we're getting ready to leave. Bad news. A high school girl. Miss Moe is gone. At least, she's nowhere in the mansion. Speaking of which, I didn't see her when we were talking to Mary in the hall either. Maybe she ran away. Doesn't make sense. What would she accomplish by doing that? Running away from the mansion won't make her mark disappear. Could be her form of escape. Many kill themselves if they know they're gonna die. Or maybe something happened to her, like the spirit's curse. Moe saw Hanahiko in the mirror at the school, so she's the mark bearer with the strongest connection. It's possible that he zeroed in on her, just like Tsukasa said. But there's nothing we can do. Let's get ready to go. Yeah, we really can't do anything right now. Even if something happened to Moe, if we can get the marks to vanish, that should save her too. Let's head out. We're going back to H Elementary. We've cut back. I know full well that in the end, this place is just a school. Let's go. Mashido nods silently and steps forward. I mean, yeah, it's just a school, but it's a fucking haunted school. And honestly, it sounds like that kid's rage is fucking well justified. So I feel bad that I'm gonna have to kill him again. Quote unquote kill him. Ghost, I guess, but okay, all this I think is the same. We saw it earlier, but the hallway is completely transformed. Careful of the thorns. They aren't your run-of-the-mill Thor out rose thorns. Piercingly cold. Yep. Yep, that's the same. Still rusted shut. Halfway up the stairs, I trip on something. What's this? Moe's bag is on the staircase. That's not a good sign. Inside the bag is some random junk along with her school jacket. That would mean that girl is here in the school. Yeah, it's a safe guess. She's not at this spot, though. The cracked mirror is the only thing in sight. Discounting her bag, there's no trace of Moe anywhere. We need to continue our investigation. It's highly likely she's in the building. We'll be killing two birds with one stone. Yeah. In any case, we'll just have to keep looking around. School bag found on the stairs. Attached to it is a keychain and a strange doll. Inside is her school jacket, some textbooks, and some other random items of unknown purpose. Okay. Actually, can I? Nope. Okay. I guess I should save. It's been long enough that I might want to save. Just perhaps. Perhapsels. Okay. Wait, something's there. Mashita suddenly speaks up. Where? Something's sparkling by the window ledge. The window? Well, I see her rose vines. May as well check it out, though. Where the window? There it is. Huh? Something's glinting over by the window. Looks like something's buried in the rose vines. There's definitely something there. Didn't notice it before. No, maybe it wasn't there yet when we passed through here earlier. Where's it is? Maybe. Might have fallen on the floor and been lifted up by the vines. It's only now that it's high enough to be spotted. If it belonged to the guard, then it could come in handy while we're investigating. He was in charge of watching this building, after all. Let's check it out. Going off the reflection, it's probably metal. I think I can get it if I stick my hand in there. Push my fingers into the vines. Ow! I was careful, but the oddly sharp thorns still cut my skin. Damn, this is a pain. I keep fighting with the vines. I finally reached the metal object. Got the school keyring. Yep, it's just as we thought. These definitely belong to the guard. Those are employee keys. You should be able to get into every... Mashita suddenly cuts off mid-sentence. What's wrong? Nothing. I just lost my train of thought all of a sudden. It slipped my mind is all. Let's keep investigating. Found a ring of keys that we think the guard dropped. Now we can investigate the classrooms that were locked. Before we left Mary, she said it's impossible to kill the dead. We'll have to just do everything in our power to find information on the keys or ways to repel the spirit before dawn comes. Okay, use that. Open the door. Nice. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Spooby. It's an abandoned desk. It's a desk like you find at any school. What's surprising is it doesn't look very weathered. Guess that goes to show how durable school desks are. You already said that about a different desk. Stick my hand inside and feel around. Something pokes my finger. Grab it and pull it out. Wire umbrella. That just looks like trash to me. But if you want it, then I'm not going to stop you from taking it. Research. An umbrella that withstands a typhoon. When you open an umbrella in a typhoon, it will break because the wind's too strong. So at first I tried to put holes in the umbrella. That way it wouldn't break in strong wind. Note, when using it, put a plastic sheet on it to transform it into an extra strong umbrella. The strengthened umbrella protects from thorns or branches blown by the wind. I guess that's how kids think. He acts like he was never a kid himself. What? No, it's nothing. I know a kid did the research, but it's still silly. I have an idea. The umbrella we found earlier might have been part of the display for this research. Still, though, what's the point? I shrug and stuff it into my bag. I see the nicely folded dark plastic sheet among the garbage. Their blood denies him. Without conscious thought, I start speaking. Blood denies him. Does that mean to repel with blood? Hey, you've been mumbling to yourself. Give me a second. Pop open the wire umbrella. Then I spread the plastic sheet over it. Just like it said in that research paper, you can create something like an umbrella. But it's not fastened on. It'd be impossible to carry it around like this. So we'll have to hold it together to use it. Thankfully, there's two of us here. One person to open the umbrella first, and one person to spread the sheet. If we manage a combo like that, then we can use the bloodstained sheet as an umbrella. Sorry to make you wait. Yeah, do whatever you want. But you aren't really planning on using that as some kind of shield, are you? I'm not sure, but I get the feeling that everything is here for a reason. I ignore a look of suspicion from Mashita by studying the flashlight in my hand. Paper is falling apart. Doubt anyone would care if I tore it off and took it with me. Sure. That's property damage. It's against the law. Stop there, criminal scum! Plan to strengthen weeds. Plants grow in sunlight, so I used a mirror to see what would happen under lots of light. Result, I put lots of light on it, the leaves turned white, and it got sick. And I learned, shining too much light on plants is bad for them too. Do I have to say something? No. Then no comment. Paper's falling apart. Yep. Yeah, okay. That's the last thing there. An aquarium covered in moss. The glass is terribly stained, making it impossible to see inside. I hesitantly stick my hand in the tank. When I do, my fingers touch something cold. There's some water left inside. It's just water. For some reason, Mashita looks disappointed. Of course, there's enough water left inside that I could scoop it up if I had a container. You mean like the plastic bottle? Hell yeah. Take it out and put it in the tank. Gurgles as it fills with water. What are you gonna do with that? No idea. That's everything for this room. There should be another locked door over here. Just one more forward. There we go. I moved a step inside the classroom. And suddenly, there's a strong grip on my shoulder. I glanced at the hallway out of the corner of my eye. I'm pretty sure Machida was on my other side. No. Even if they were on the side, they'd have no reason to grab me. Live or die. Calm down. I'm just imagining things. My voice doesn't sound very convincing. Don't panic. It's an illusion. Calm down. Hold it together. An icy chill envelops my right side. Call for a partner. Strengthen numbers. I turn to Machida and open my mouth to tell them what I do. I see a terrifying face in the darkness. Then an outline, lying in wait for me. Shit, Fuck, I don't know. I squeeze my eyes shut and pray. Just then... Hey, what's wrong? With Machida's voice, the figure vanishes. How can you tell if your eyes were closed? I find myself standing in front of the door. Well, that went smoothly. The mark burns scarlet. Dawn. Half an hour left until death closes in. You okay? Yeah. Machida picks something off my left shoulder. This is... The hand I felt gripping my shoulder was actually a rose thorn. But more importantly... Machida, what's the matter? You're acting kinda what? Something's wrong. He's not acting normal. Amnesia. My heart pings with worry. Is Machida spacing out because the mark's curse has progressed? But I don't understand. I'm still the same. At least as far as I know. Come on. Right. Machida shuffles forward like a zombie. Something's seriously wrong. This is bad. Danger crept up on us so quickly. We're running out of time. His condition might get worse. I'll figure something out. White powder substance is scattered around. It's a coarse powder and glitters in the glow of the flashlight. Not really inclined to sticking it in my mouth to make sure, but it's probably salt. If I had a container, I could take some with me. Try rubbing the grains between my fingers. Feels like salt. If I had a container, I could take some with me. I'm assuming I need to put that in the bottle of water, maybe? White powder seems to be salt. I take out the bottle of water and fill it with powder. Got salt water. First purify with seawater. I hear that voice again. Seawater. So, would that be salt water then? Yeah, probably. Close enough. How to destroy weeds. Experiment. I poured different liquids on the weeds in my yard to see which was effective. Results. C. Miso soup and D. Salt water worked. Conclusion. Salt can destroy weeds. Dissolving salt in water first makes it easier for the plants to absorb and speeds the effect. Guess I don't really technically need to take these, but whatever. I'm a hoarder, I might as well just take everything. Observing office ladies. There are 6 office ladies who ride my train. I observed them for 10 days. I learned popular colors are brown and pink. Everyone's hair is brown and their mouths are pink. Mark has dyed a deep crimson. Sunrise. A few minutes left until death closes in. Oh no. A loud noise suddenly rings out. A terrible pain runs through my wrist. Feels like something's biting into my bone. Mashita? Hey, are you listening? Yeah, I can hear you. At least he's still replying to me. But the way he's acting is... I can't keep going like this. Move! Come on! My shout rings through the building. Last stand. Oh. Blood writing. The plants are dry and withered. Oh, that looks good. It is kind of cool how it only appears when the light's on it. Yeah. Alright, so let's see. OP memo? Yeah. Wire umbrella used for students' research, and the plastic sheet dyed black from the corpse's blood. No point in using it as an umbrella, but if one person opens it, another could cover with the sheet. The blood of the dead, in other words, that's something that's close to the spirit. If we use it against him, it may work like a shield of blood. His last stand. Time simply passes while we have no clue where Moe is. My partner's acting strange, too, like his memories are deteriorating. Why does it feel like death is closing in? We've nowhere to run. My only choice is to face the spirit using the information and tools I've gathered, and... Is my partner for the showdown okay with that? Plus, how am I going to deal with the threat of the thorn? I've heard so many riddles, but don't know what they mean. And the latest whisper, purify with seawater first. What's that about? I guess I'll have to do that before anything else. I have to think this through in order to survive. The instant I step into the hallway, I probably should have saved first, whatever. It's fine. A strange, indescribable feeling hits me. Like a solid presence is closing in on me from deep within the darkness. A rabbit appears out of nowhere. Funicula! Then it runs down the hallway. I thought that was it, but it stops part way. It turns back as if to see what we're doing. Wait up! I grab Mashita's wrists and chase after it. We chase after the rabbit and arrive at the eastern staircase. We quickly climb up the stairs and stand in front of the mirror. Where did it? I look around for the creature. And just then, red drops of something fall from above. They look more like leaves. Scarlet rose petals. Yeah, exactly. It's not so much drops, but I slowly raise my eyes up to the ceiling. Oh, forgot about that shit. The instant I see that, I let out a groan. It's heavily weighted with both fear and relief. Moe is up there, hanging from rose vines. It's her. He points at her, strangely amused. But she's not the only one up there. There's a corpse hiding in the vines, too. Looks like the guard. Suddenly, The vines snap like the weight is too much, and Moe crashes painfully to the ground. Hey, hang in there! Yeah. I quickly glance over to her to make sure she's not hurt. Her mark is obvious. Swollen, pulsing, and red like a large, dangerous-looking pomegranate? What? A large, dangerous-looking pomegranate. Okay. Sure, let's go with that. It's the best fucking metaphor we can come up with. It looks like it's progressed a lot further than the mark on my wrist. I see, so this is why. Did she get desperate and come to the school to try to do something? She didn't run away. In any case, I need to get some clothes on her. I take the jacket out of her bag and slide her arm into the sleeve. She's still pretty out of it, but she manages to get the rest on by herself. Fucking Japanese games, man. Anime and shit. It's you, mister. Why? The mark's progression must be affecting her just like Mashita. I doubt anything I say will make sense to her. And besides, right now, he's here. Haniko is here. I know. What should I do? What am I supposed to do? There's nowhere to hide. Look at Moe and Mashita. Their eyes are unfocused. We'll die here. We'll all die here. I'm the only one who might have a chance of overturning that fate. Gaining the key and lifting the crutch is the only way to survive. You will be required to be callous to make use of the spirit's spear. The way to repel the spirit lies within its crutch. Mary's words echo in my head. I open my bag and look through everything I picked up throughout the school. Is one of these the key? But it all looks like junk. Garbage is all I have. Hanahiko. When I first saw him in this mirror, he was just a monster. But now I feel like I know why he came to be. I'll just have to face him. Believe that I have the final key. Believe. Trust in myself. Fuck. Oh, right, I should choose Moe because Mashita is an adult and the kid doesn't like adults, right? So, no wonder he doesn't like adults. You know, fucked up experience with them. I grab them, shake them by the shoulders, and yell. Get it together. There's nowhere to hide. You have to go. Come with me. Hanahiko. Moe makes a vague sound, but that's good enough. I'm going to release him from this curse. Hanahiko is staring at Moe. Hey, they aren't a grown-up. Fine. Only big people die, okay? The sound like slithering vines comes from Hanahiko's direction. The next thing I know, a small, sharp object grazes my face. Missed. You won't be so lucky next time. I get the feeling Hanahiko's planning to attack me from a distance. I need to do something to reach him from this far away. To defeat a spirit, you must use the right item at the right time. Both you and your partner can use one item each. Choose according to the situation. Some items are limited use, so please take care. Check the number to the right. Also, some items cannot be used when facing a spirit. Facing a spirit, 2 items can be used together. This is a combo action. If it is executed if you and your partner use the right items. You can read the spirit file or item descriptions at any time. Open your bag using the triangle button. So I'm guessing the ones with the X I cannot use. So we got a shield, right? I think first.
because it's going to attack from a distance, which means it's umbrella, and then Moe holds the plastic sheet. And we combo it together to make the umbrella of blood repellent. I ready the cobbled together umbrella. This should be able to block the thorns. What the heck is that? That umbrella is in my way. His cold voice rings out, sounding slightly angry. Hanahiko shoots a rose thorn. The thorns fire as fast as bullets, but only bounce off the blood-stained sheet. Their blood denies him, so that's what it meant. The impact of the thorns causes the sheet to start to fall off the umbrella. If we don't put it back on, we won't be able to protect ourselves. Hanahiko sways closer, as if the umbrella is irritating him. He might be able to do something if he comes a little closer. To defeat a spirit, you must use a specific item to weaken them. Can't be used until a spirit is as close as possible. When that happens, the screen outline will glow red. Endure the spirit's attacks until they are in range. So what the hell is the holy hard hat for? Or is that just a red herring? Umbrella and sheet. Put the plastic sheet, yeah, okay. Rose thorn, and nothing. Hanahiko shoots a rose thorn again, and blocked. You got such a creepy eye. Hanahiko comes up close. Countless vines wriggle in his oddly shaped head. They're like poisonous snakes about to strike their prey. At this distance, the umbrella is pretty useless. It's obvious I'll be killed instantly if I don't do anything. This close distance is my only chance. Should I use an attack against spirits or an attack against plants? Is there a way I can fight back? Plants would be salt water and I guess flare? I think flare, yeah, right? I think. Throws the salt water at Hanahiko. The vines hit with the salt water quickly stop moving. In the hazy darkness, I can see Hanahiko's face twisting in pain. Kid, how mean. Are you going to tease me now too, mister? He starts sniffling as if he is about to cry. He looks weakened. Defeat a weakened spirit by using specific items. Choose an item based on the info you've gathered. You only have one chance. Think carefully. We light the flare and shove it into Hanahiko's chest. His body bursts into flames as his face twists in pain. I feel really guilty, man. Eventually he turns to ash, blown away by the wind until nothing remains of him. I don't sense Hanahiko anymore. Did we win? Seriously? Yeah. Kinda hard to believe, but it looks like we did. Mister, my mark disappeared. Moe cheers as she studies her leg. Her mark had been burned into her right thigh. Oh, what about yours? Oh yeah, my right hand. It's still there. My mark looks exactly the same as before. Why? Why isn't it going away? Sorry, mister. It's almost dawn. Am I going to die? So this is where you've been. My head suddenly stopped feeling fuzzy, and then my mark was gone. Looks like you did it. Yeah, but he still has his mark. Let's head back. Maybe Mary knows something. Yeah, you're right. Come on, mister, let's go. Moe leads me away. Huh? Moe's digging through her bag. Oh no, my wallet's missing. Maybe I dropped it earlier. Her glance back at the school is confused. But you're definitely more important right now. We gotta hurry and get back. Come on. Don't let her go back into school, you idiot. Huh? Just make sure you're back in 5 minutes. Go. Get moving. Right. Thanks. Moe rushes back into the school. You're pretty calm, considering. Moe shrinks in the distance until they disappear inside the building. A bitingly cold wind whips past me. It's coming from the school. That's not normal, especially for the start of summer. The wind dies down, and out of nowhere I get a really bad feeling. Should I have let Moe go back inside? No, you shouldn't have. Especially not alone. 5 minutes pass. Moe isn't back yet. Idiot. There's no time to dawdle. You better check. I step inside and go down the right hallway. I make it all the way in front of the room where we fought Hanahiko, but I don't see Moe anywhere. Strange. This should be the place. The mark throbs again. I feel a presence down the hall. I hear something over by the mirror. I'd better go check it out. I don't know if I'm prepared. I haven't seen the bad endings. Oh, that's a lot of blood. The mirror is stained scarlet. Binoculars lie in a sea of blood. That looks familiar. Like Moe's. Jump scare! Scream! I only have vague memories of what happened after that. I think Mashita and I both let out anguished screams and dashed out of there. Next thing I know, I'm back at the car, like I'd been trying to escape. Welcome back. My mark's gone, so that must mean you beat Hanahiko, right? You're pretty amazing. Huh? What's wrong? You're not smiling. What about Miss Moe? Don't tell me you didn't find her. No, we found her. But then she died. What are you saying? Tell me exactly what happened. How the hell should I know? And his mark hasn't disappeared either. God damn it, it's all beyond me. Yeah. I'll fill the pipsqueak in. You go yell what Mary has to say. Welcome back, Lord. It appears that you overcame your fear and destroyed the spirit. But there is a victim. Yeah, we beat Hanahiko, but what happened to Moe? Unfortunately, the spirit's festering grudge was not cleared away. That grudge then stole the life of the one who killed it, Moe. So the spirit got revenge. Normally grudges killing people to be impossible, but... then why was only Moe killed? With that kind of logic, I should have been...
I can offer a logical reason. The vanquished spirit could only affect those it gave the mark to. In other words, your mark was likely not given by Hanahiko.
I'm suddenly lightheaded, the world fading. I'd risked my life during that investigation, and it was completely useless to me. I guess all that's left is waiting for dawn and my death.
Lord, If it is all right with you, would you mind showing me your mark?
I hold my arm out towards Mary. Her neck shifts slightly as she stares at the mark.
It is as I thought. It's only a minuscule fraction. But the fate I sense from this mark has been distorted.
What does that mean? Is it because I beat Hanahiko?
The flame of your life was indeed fading at one point, but it has now become brighter.
Are you saying I'm not going to die at dawn?
That is correct.
My sigh of relief is so deep it feels like my soul is escaping my body. The mark's still burned on me, but it seems I'll be okay. For now.
It appears the mark you bear is different from the ones I know of. But there's no doubt that it was given to you by a spirit.
Then there are other spirits like Hanahiko that give people marks?
Yes. Spirits born of grudges have an insatiable hatred for the living. This persistent hatred is not sated by simply killing the living. Rather, they drag their victims to the depths of despair before their death. That is what they desire. The mark is an effective method.
Spirits who wish to terrorize the living. The more I hear, the less I understand.
It appears something within each city can easily create such spirits, though I could not say what it is.
So for me to escape my mark, I need to find the spirit that gave it to me and take care of it then.
Yes, it is logical to believe the mark will disappear with the spirit. That is the only way to escape death and regain your memories. It will soon be dawn. I am sure that you are all tired. Please rest. You are free to use any room. You did great work today. You're much more competent than all the other adults I know, though it only makes sense for adults to help children. Oh, that's right. It's too bad about Miss Moe, but it's better not to think about it. After all, you still haven't escaped your own mark yet. Think about yourself more than those who are already dead. Well then, good night.
I think I'm heading off myself. His open sleep helps me forget all the horror we've experienced. Oh, right, here. Have this. He pulls a small paper item from his beat-up coat and hands it to me. Looks like a newspaper article. Well, it's up to you how to interpret it. Do whatever you want. See ya.
Lord, there's something I must tell only you. About those who lost their marks. They must leave in the morning. Those who escape their fate should return to their daily lives. That is the will of Lady Saya.
So I'll be the only one left behind. I feel like a student repeating a grade.
Lord, by any chance, are you uneasy about being the solo occupant in this mansion? Is that so?
Mary stares unblinkingly at me. I could just be extrapolating it, but it seems like she's thinking about something.
Now then, Lord, it would be for the best that you take your rest as well. Please find me when you are ready. Farewell.
New info was added to the spirit file. It's in her bag, right? I think. Okay. Collection of articles. 1990X. Question mark, question mark. The principal of H Elementary, Mr. A, reported to local police that his son, age 9, was missing. The police organized a huge search, even into the forest by H Castle, but were unable to locate him. Mr. A was famous for helping out at the orphanage, and his missing son was adopted from there. Public information on the missing persons case. Boy's physical characteristics are 3'2", small and slender, short hair, white shirt and navy shorts. When he went missing, often mistaken for a girl, usually seen playing with girls and enjoys wearing makeup, always carries toy makeup with him in his pouch. Post-incident gossip article. Mr. A, the lost child's father, has resigned from his post as a principal of H Elementary and is moving out of H City. A man of importance in the area, he's been plagued with a slander that has affected his family. Some rumors claim he is a pedophile or question his sexuality. These horrible accusations ignore his human rights. An article on the boy's background. After the missing boy's mother passed away, he was placed in an orphanage. Placed in an orphanage? Having no other family. The two were extremely close. A neighbor shares one day the boy wear his mother's makeup to show his friends, only to be teased and bullied by them. His mother rushed up with her mirror, had him look into it, and told him he was cute. Other articles related to the disappearance. Many people disappeared between when the boy went missing and the school closed. Among them are the boy's homeroom teacher and that woman I saw in the underground room. There's a theory that he may have sought help from adults while he was being abused with no success. After death, his angry despair created Hanahiko, the spirit that attacks adults. So yeah, a lot of these stories are really fucking dark and really fucking sad. And we're gonna get mostly just all the bad endings, because those are the ones I didn't get the first playthrough. But obviously, to get the good ending, you basically have to piece together what would make them happy. And so, I guess technically you're supposed to like get the bad ending first, and then you read that shit, and you're like, okay, so in order to get the good ending, I would need to help basically calm him down and apply the makeup and do the same thing his mother used to do in order to allow him to pass on to the next life and realize that like not all adults are bad, and like give him validation that he looks fine that way and that he's not going to be judged. So it's an interesting premise, and each story is different, with completely different ghosts, completely different motivations. Let's see. Retiring to bed. Just poke around real quick in the mansion. Goddamn, my voice is like super shot right now. No mark bearers yet. I guess I could technically go back to the school. I don't think there's any reason to, though. Yeah, fuck it. Alright. Retire to bed and call it there for now. Good night. I don't know if each of these is kind of also like... I know there's certain ones later on that seem like kind of traditional Japanese folklore ghost stories. So I'm not sure if all of them are based on traditional Japanese ghost stories, or if it's only certain ones and they've kind of been modified. But another night greets me. It's been 3 days since the investigation, and not one glimmer of hope for me. Time idles by as death draws ever closer to claim me. The mark that brings death. The only way to escape it is to defeat the spirit that gave it to me. But I have no clue where that spirit is right now. Maybe things would be different if that specialist Saya Kujo was alive. A knock breaks my train of thought. How long you planning on sleeping? You're pretty relaxed for a guy who could die soon. The ex-detective, Satoru Mashita. The other mark bearers left the mansion, but he stayed behind. Mary was the cause. I guess she asked him to help as he was leaving. She went against Saya Kujo's wishes by doing that, but it seems as it was for my sake. But I don't know about Mashita. Even if he was asked to stay, he has no reason to agree. What's that look? Not happy I stayed behind? Cut that out, it's creepy. Flatter me all you want, but I won't forget you drove without a license. He's got a bad mouth as usual. His true attentions aside, I have to say I'm honestly grateful for his help. My amnesia could hit without warning, so I can't go out whenever I want. He's been going around gathering information at my place. I saw some people from the force. Still no ruckus over H Elementary. But wait a second. That guard went missing. His company should be notified. That company is exactly the issue. It's run by Yakuza thugs who have their eyes on the labor department. They don't want the police involved. Plus, in a shitty company like that, people up and walk out all the time. Yamashita, that was his name. Everyone thinks he up and split. I hear that's why they're having a hard time finding a replacement. If you didn't know the school was haunted, it'd just be another abandoned building. The government wouldn't need to rush to find a new guard. The man lived alone, so a missing persons report won't be filed soon. The school most likely won't come under suspicion until then. And that's it for my report. Covered a lot of ground in a short time. Ex-detectives sure are handy. Did you bring up the mark or spirits when you were asking around? Do you think I'm an idiot? They'd be calling the loony bin. Even if the kid or I did bring them up, who'd honestly believe us? Why waste my breath? Exasperated, he shrugs. Searching the mansion was on you, so did you find anything? Came up blank as well. Though I've only gone through half so far. And some of the rooms were locked. Stuck without a warrant. Like you'd wait for something like that. I swallowed the words before they come out. Oh yeah, Mary's asking for you. You should get going.
I've been waiting for you.
Mary's sitting primly on the couch, the same as always.
It appears you are having a difficult time with your investigation. I do wish I could be of more use to you.
I know you can sense mark bearers. Can you sense spirits, too?
If they were to come into the grounds, I believe I could, yes.
That doesn't sound particularly useful. Do you have any other abilities or powers?
Indeed. I can view the vague shape of the course of a person's fate.
Like predicting the future?
Oh no, nothing quite so extreme. It is more akin to fortune-telling. It may or may not come to pass.
I get it. That's why what you predicted earlier didn't actually happen. Did Mary tell you something? The truth you're seeking can be found here, some such. Like a fool, I fell for it, so convinced. I'm such an idiot. A loud knock sounds at the door. A visitor in the dead of night. A mark bearer? I open the door, and the visitor strides in. It's a shady-looking young man in a uniform delinquents these days tend to wear. He smirks at me, clearly feeling superior. This place Kujo Mansion? I got business with some Saya chick. No way you're her, huh? He narrows his eyes, staring suspiciously. She's out. Because it's technically true. Damn, that right? You guys know her though, yeah? Would you hear me out? Introductions are quickly done. His name's Shao Nagashima, and as we'd guessed, he's got a mark. He rolls up his right sleeve to show us, and yep, the red mark is burned in. An occult freak friend said something, like it gives you amnesia. For real? Yeah, that's right. Can't even remember my real name. I'm kinda too calm for all that. Bet you're pulling a fast one on me. Great, but that reaction is normal. But if he's not gonna believe the rumors, then he had no reason to come. Why is he here then? Rumors is just that. Amnesia or dying because of some mark. It's comic book craziness.
Every word of it is true.
What? Was that a girl's voice?
There's a saying, the truth is stranger than the fiction. There are two sides of the same coin.
Mary begins explaining. I'm sure she figured it out. It would be the fastest way to convince him. You got some damn speakers set up here somewhere, don't you? I don't take kindly to threats. He peers closely at Mary.
Such a mechanism does not exist, Lord Shao.
No way! He yelps pathetically, his eyes wide, and suddenly falls flat on his ass. It seems that despite appearances, this punk is terrified of ghosts and monsters. His tough act is likely a cover. After that, he meekly pays full attention to Mary as she speaks. He listens quietly, his face pale, as she tells him about the mark and spirits. By the time she finishes explaining, his face is devoid of color.
Now, Lord Shao, have you not already experienced the beginnings of memory loss?
Yeah. I don't think he's used to Mary yet. His face is rather stiff. My memory's always been crap, so I thought I was imagining things, but then it started getting so bad it was just kind of ridiculous. I got this occult friend, yeah? Told him about my scar, the mark, and he scared the shit out of me. Showed me an article that said it was all that scar thing's fault. So now I'm here. Moya mentioned seeing an article by Saya Kujo in a magazine too. It's all because of some monster. What the hell? This is crazy. Why does this have to happen to me? Not believing it is normal. But if you don't, you'll die. In fact, one kid already has. You don't want to kick the bucket. Figure out how you got the mark. Even if your memory's gone bad, you should at least remember that. I'm not that far gone, thanks. I'm positive I got in the forest by H Castle. I know I did. I mean, it does have a rumor about the place being cursed, so... you should probably ask him some more about it. The huge forest west of the city. Wait, doesn't everyone know that? Even kids do. But I've lost my memory. Maybe that's why I don't know about it. The place is the city's garbage dump. Bunch of nasty rumors about it. There's illegal industrial waste dumping there, like, all the time. It's not just objects either. Let's say a black car once dumped a young woman's body there. A new mother strangled a kid there because she couldn't take care of it. There's tons more rumors like that, whether or not any of them are true. I heard some of those too. Like the lost kid who was eaten by a dog and they only found his torso. Or that a murderer hides out there and kills anyone who gets near. The two of them happily exchange stories. Apparently, while he hates ghosts, he's more than fine with that kind of stuff. I've hit up the edge of the forest a few times, but never walked in. No one with half a brain goes there. What should I ask next? It's cursed? Shao stiffens like a board. I hate that supernatural crap. Just talking about it freaks me out. What a wimp. Rumors exist for a reason. That place is a famous suicide spot. 50 people die there a year, so they say. And that's just where they find. Once there was a mass suicide. It has its fair share of grisly history. These two have way too similar voices. Xiao's eyes are wide. He looks like he swallowed a bug. What should I ask next? Why were you there? I was obviously on my bike, man. Place is totally empty at night, so it's perfect for driving around. Riding around, frees a bird, helps me clear my mind. Before you ask, yes, I have my license and no illegal mods. Is that so? Don't need another place than flouting the law. One's enough. I smile wryly. Who would have thought this kid would be on the straight and narrow? That day, I was clearing my head when my bike broke down. Stopped to check it out, and suddenly I've got this scar. I doubt we'll get any more out of Xiao. No info on the spirit, then. You haven't forgotten anything? No keeping secrets now. Quit strong-arming me. Hold your horses, I'm thinking. He's complaining, but I can see he really is combing through his memories. There was something. It wasn't a ghost or nothing, but I did spot something weird. Over by the side of the road. I saw this huge man. A giant? It wasn't just some tree's shadow. Honestly, I'm not real sure. The place was pretty dark, and I only saw it for a second. Sounds pretty iffy. Is that info really reliable?
May I interject? In truth, there are a number of supernatural rumors set there. One happens to corroborate Lord Xiao's story. The rumor of Shimi-O.
Sounds like Mary has an idea. Could you tell us more about it?
Of course, Lord. I shall tell you the story of Shimi-O, the man of the forest. Hey, have you heard that rumor? That one about the weird giant man? It's covered in black splotches, actually. Can I... Nope, fuck. Damn it. No. Wrong fucking... I didn't mean to fucking... Okay. Black splotches, so people call him Shimi-O, the spotted man of the forest. I've heard he asks everyone he meets a question. Do you like bees? A college student who heard the rumor decided to go to the forest to see, and a man covered in splotches really did appear. Do you like bees? The student laughed. Yeah, sure, I like them. And then... let's raise some, then. In your body. Shimi-O asks those he meets a single question, then kills them using his drill. That might be none other than the figure you saw, Lord Xiao. However, I have no proof. Then we'll have to gather evidence. Let's get ourselves to the forest. Investigations require legwork. There's no hesitation in Mashita. After facing Hanahiko, he knows full well what spirits are capable of. Is this his training and experience as a police detective? Hey now, you serious? Going there in the middle of the night? You guys have totally lost it. You scared? What'd you say? I ain't no scaredy cat. Hey, old man, take me with you instead of him. That huge guy really is some monster. I'll pound him to dust. He's easy to manipulate. You've settled on a destination. Please head to the forest by H Castle once you are ready. Your first goal is to identify the spirit that bestowed the mark. Best wishes for your investigation.
Alright. Well, that's done. I'm definitely gonna call this there, because my voice is shot. Okay, all items obtained within a chapter are removed at the end. If a character brings an item, it will be added at the start. Soul power will return to 1000 at the beginning of each chapter. I guess I can just save and exit from here, right? Yeah, there we go. Okay, well, on that note, thank you everybody for joining in. I'm about to go... Wow, it's already like almost 1:30. Yeah, time to go rest for a while. Hope you enjoyed. Next time, I guess I'll do chapter 2. Don't know exactly when I'm going to play this again. But there's, I think, 5 chapters total, if I remember correctly. So, hopefully the future chapters won't take quite as long to get through as the first one. But we shall see. So, and yeah, on that note, I will catch you all on the next video. As always, thanks for stopping in. And yeah, be excellent to each other. Hope you have a great rest of the day. And I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.